Hey everybody, I am sorry I'm late. I just had a massage. My cousin just treated me to a massage. The best massage therapist in the world, Izzy. Thank you so much, Izzy. I did I say Isabel? I'm sorry. Isabella. Yes. Isabel. I am I am so glad to be on this live, guys. I am so happy that I'm really enjoying these lives. And you guys give me the thumbs up if you all can hear me okay. Y'all give me the thumbs up. We're going to have a great time today. Everybody's been wanting to know about this breakup with Brenda and I and what happened. And here we go. 2 hours straight. Um, if you guys have questions, don't hesitate to ask. You guys give me the thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up. David's. Thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up if you guys can hear me all right. Hear loud and clear. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Here we go. All right. So, I have some beef. I have a bone to pick with y'all. I told you guys. I said if I get 100 subscribers by this week, today, I don't have 100. I end up getting 90 subscribers. So I'm happy, but you guys owe me 4 subscribers because I'm gonna sit right here. I'm gonna sit. I'm not answering any questions. Let me show you guys. Let me show you. You guys have been doing a great job. Appreciate it. The channel is blowing up. I'm gonna give you more. I'm gonna give you a whole bunch. I am really enjoying this YouTube thing. I am enjoying this live thing, brother Clarence, brother everybody, sister Sharonda. You guys have really been helping me out with everything when it comes down to YouTube. My kids actually got me involved in YouTube. Before that, I didn't even know how to cut and paste. I had just learned how to copy and paste. So now I am turning into a real YouTuber right now. So let me show you guys, before we get into it, show you guys, y'all are slipping. Y'all owe me 4 subscribers today. You owe me 4 more. So somebody better get out there, hit that link, send it to I don't know what's going on. We got some bad weather or something going on, guys. But anyway, I am back. Look at this. 1,801. I'm 4 subscribers short. I told you all I would need 100 subscribers before I get on this live, and I need 4 more subscribers. So uh somebody needs to get me 4 more subscribers. So anyway, I know you guys are going to get me 4 more subscribers before everything is before the day is over with. So I appreciate it. I'm joking, but I'm not joking. So anyway, here we go. Let's answer these questions. It's all about what happened with my relationship. We're going to have Brother Manuel. He's going to be coming on. I have some other guests that's going to be coming on also, but for the most part, it's just going to be me answering these questions. If you guys can donate to the channel, hit that super chat. It is greatly appreciated. It really helps out with my channel. It helps out with the things that I'm helps out with the kids. It really helps out, especially me being on a fixed income. It really helps. So let's get started. Pimp boy. Okay, here we go. First question. Hey, Coach Carl. Hey, Coach John. Again, I'm sorry to hear what happened between you and Brenda. How are you feeling? I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good. I'm not like, when I was, what, 18, 19, 20, 16 years old. I had, I couldn't eat. My stomach was hurting because I had just broke up with my girlfriend. So I'm good. uh, like I said before, the most hurtful thing is when you have a bond children. I really fell in love with her kids. I really love kids, so it really, really helped out. It really makes a difference when children are involved. So thank you so much for the first donation of the day. $5 donation. Thank you so much. Who donated this? Who donated the $5? I'm trying to see. That is probably one of my Haitian gunmen, as always. I kind of figured it was you. Every little bit helps. Haitian Gummy, thank you so much for Haitian. Allow me to swear you in. Do you promise to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth? That's a good one, brother. Yes, I do. I appreciate it. Make sure you ask questions. You can ask whatever you want to. I'm gonna make sure I always go to you. But I'm going to try to start from the top. I'm going to try to answer everybody's questions. So here we go. And I'm going to click on this. Antonio says, let's go. Let's go. African Dominican. Thank you so much for being. Let me know when you want to come in, because you told me you was going to come in. You told me you were going to come in. I want to see your face. I want you. You are so educated. My African, my Black queens, I love to hear you guys' input. I really look up to African women, Black women. You guys, I was raised. My mom is Black, so I just really special place in my heart for Black women, all women in general, but especially Black women. So African Dominican. I guess we are on Dominican tea time. Yeah. I was getting a back massage, and I am so sorry. So waiting impatiently. Miss Sharonda, hello. Hey, Coach. I'm waiting for a question. I'm just scrolling. I know it's a lot of questions in there, so I'm just gonna take my time. Queen Status, hello. Carl, hello. Loud and clear. Where? It was some question before I got on the live. I'm trying not to miss anybody. But if you send a donation, I'm gonna answer your question immediately. So any type of donation will help out. Haitian Gunman, thank you so much again, brother. I'm one of the new subscribers. Elizabeth Pina, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for being a part of the Dominican route. Stuart, hello. What's up, Coach John? Queen Status, wow. Get paid. Do we work for you? I guess I don't know. I don't know if you work for me. I don't understand that. I'm on a fixed income. I can't pay nobody right now. But I do pay, like I give Manuel some money, and I give Darlene Mel some money for being on my channel. So all of that helps out. That helps out a lot. Okay, let's see. Mitchie Guerrero, please sure you have high-speed internet for this live. LOL. I guess, yeah. Cheryl, you have high-speed internet, right? Yeah. Okay. We're trying. Yes. Not super high. It's nice. It's my cousin Cheryl. She said hello. Yes. I know everybody loves my cousin Cheryl. So, okay. Some African Dominican. Somebody must be hoping that this live doesn't work. Yeah, because it did. It had some glitches. It went out and in or whatever. So I don't know. It's working now. Oh, okay. So let's ask some questions, guys. I'm waiting. Okay, Quan 1993. Here we go. First question. Did Brenda cheat at any point during relationship? Oh, I don't know. I wasn't looking to see if she actually cheated on me, but I don't think so. I didn't sense that she was cheating on me. I didn't have any type of feeling cheating. And I'm not a person that goes through her phone and try to investigate her. If she says she's going somewhere, if I'm dating someone, if they say they're going somewhere or they getting their hair done or they going to a friend's house, I just take it as face value. So I did not sense that at all. I did not sense. So that's a good question. That's a great question. That's a good starter. That's a warm-up question because I know we're gonna get heated. You guys can ask whatever you guys look. I got another subscriber. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Um, let's see. Jilsa 13 positive vibes. Yes. Guys, I'm gonna be talking about my relationship and Brenda a little bit, but I'm really a positive person. I really love uplifting people. I really love helping people. Uh, just people in general, everybody that's on this live, they're going through something. I don't care who you are. So you always want to let people know that you appreciate them and you love them, and you're not the only person through something. So you always respect people. You don't know what they're going through or are close to being suicidal. So you really have to uplift people, treat people like you want to be treated. That's why positive vibes. Jesse Sosa 13. That is so big. That's so big. And I'm really on positive vibes and the energy what people carry. So I have learned in probably the past 7-8 years. I don't care if that person is not your friend or is your friend or you guys were close at one time. If they're not giving off the right energy, I just choose not to be with them anymore. That has a huge difference, and it also goes along to the issues that I was having with Brenda also. So Jill's chocolate boutique coach, stopping from bro Clarence support. Jill, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Uh, uh, you got the family is amazing. I love being on you guys on the channel. Thank you so much for being on this live, brother Clarence. They're trying to don't raise some money from for the backpack giveaway for the children. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit also. So anyway, Jesse Sosa 13 Taco Bell will do that stomach. Dominican LOL at Haitians gunmen. Okay, let's see. Let's get to these questions. Anita Page, and I'm gonna take my time on these questions, guys. So I'm gonna try to get to you. I said we're gonna go two, maybe 3 hours if everything's flowing. Uh, Anita Page, it's the jealousy and controlling that broke you two up. That's it. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Someone asked a question earlier, and I hadn't got to it because I was reading before I came on the live, but I really noticed, and me personally, I was thinking that eventually she was going to change and trust me. I don't know what, maybe she had some hard times with her other relationships, previous relationships, but I did see some signs of jealousy. I did catch her 2 or 3 times in the living room, with my cell phone. She had my passcode, and she was like behind the refrigerator, like looking at things and scrolling through my phone and using Google Translate. So holding one phone up and then kind of like using Google Translate to try to read all my messages and things like that. So even the messages from my YouTube family. So yeah, I did notice that. And if you want to look at my phone, I told her you can look at my phone when we're sitting in bed, when we're laying down in bed. I go to bed kind of early because the medication I take, but so I really don't. She goes through my phone. She played this game called Parcheesi or Patchy or whatever, but uh, put to sneak and go behind my back and just like try to find something that was very disturbing in the beginning. So I noticed that was a pattern, and she kept doing it, and she kept doing it, and she really got jealous when I went to hang out with Melvin or Manuel, or if I was going to the store, if I was going to La Serena, the Mermaid, that's the grocery store. I was really seeing signs of jealousy. So is with this, is this with all Dominican women? So I'm gonna stop saying no, because you cannot pinpoint, say, oh, all Dominican women are like this. All Dominican women are cheaters. All Dominican women are liars, or are jealous, or are envious, or have some type of issues. That is not true. So when I speak, I'm only talking about the relationship that I was in with Brenda. So you don't say, well, all Dominican women are like this. Now I have heard that Dominican women are a little territorial. That's the word that I hear often, territorial. But I think now is a good time for me to get it out, and I'm getting it out, and I waited about 4 or 5 weeks before I really started talking about it. So this is a good time. So that's a great question, Anita Page. Was she controlling? Yes, she was very controlling. Um, I'm an easygoing person, so I've had that to happen in other relationships with American girls. So you have to look back, and I begin to ask myself, am I too nice? Am I too do I let things slide? And then I hear my friends, they say, hey, man, you need to be tougher. You need to lay down the law in the beginning. So, but that's how I'm built. So you know, and just choose to say I'm gonna lay down the law in the beginning. But uh the only time I speak on something is when I really have a issue, and I bring it to their attention, and I try to bring everything back to normal. But yeah, and my next relationship, and I don't know when my next relationship will be, but I will really look at that in the beginning, and I'm gonna say to myself, hey, and I'm gonna let her know, like, hey, this is the type of person I am, but don't take advantage of me. When I want to put my foot down, I will put my foot down, but don't take advantage of me. So, anyway, next question. Oh, I know the feeling, John, and we a lot of guys and girls, they have these type of uh, same issues. So, Miss Sharonda, really big on the YouTube channel, Miss Sharonda. Thank you for the questions that you have for uh, my cousin Brooklyn, with her having type 1 diabetes. Is it type 1 diabetes, yeah? Type 1 at 10 years old. So we're going to be doing something real big. Miss Sharonda really brought some questions up, and we're going to be interviewing my cousin with being a diabetic. Okay, Miss Sharonda, she's sick. We all went through that at least one time. Yeah, just like I said before, I'm really not here to judge Brenda, but I really think she had some issues, some previous issues, and she maybe some the men that she was with before, it was just some very bad relationships. So I really think that's what she really brought that to our relationship, and I think that was one of the main issues. African Dominican, I'm ready to come on now. Okay, come on. So all African Dominican, only thing you need to do is I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to hit invite. Brother Clarence showed me how to do all this. I'm getting good at this YouTube stuff. Good to have. Let me see. Copy. Am I doing this right? And I'm gonna put it. All right. And there it is. Sister Sharonda, if you want to come on, and African Dominican. I just put the link down below. I hope StreamYard.com. There it is right there. So here we go. I'm going to go back to the questions. I hope I didn't miss anyone, but let's see. Okay. Let's go to the next question. I'm gonna skip through all the hey, what's up, how y'all doing. I'm gonna skip through all of that and just go straight to the questions. Hello to everybody. Thank y'all so much. We have 40 people on the live, so that is awesome. Okay, next question. Next question. Let's see. You guys make sure you questions in because we're going to be on the live for a while. Here's Mr. Rondo. Here's Rico, brother Rico. I'm going to bring them on. Brother Rico.
How you doing there, John? How you doing?
Good, good. Say hello to everybody from the Dominican route. That's on.
Hello to all the members of the Dominican route. How you guys doing?
Where are you, brother?
Oh, I'm here in Maryland, in the DC area. I'm gonna cam up in a second. I just was cleaning up.
No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I'm back in the country.
And awesome. I want to Miss Sharonda show also. Miss Sharonda, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I think we're going to be having Miss African Dominican. She's going to be coming on as well, but I did put the link down below. But look, we have 40 people already on this live, so we're going to have a lot of people on this live. We're just getting started.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yes. What'd you say, Nick? Yeah, you guys give the thumbs up. Just let us know you can hear us loud and clear. Oh, give us a like on the live also, guys. Please make sure you hit that like. It really helps out with the algorithm. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nick. Okay, so Rico, go ahead with your question.
Mm-hmm. Well, because I put it in the chat, and it's a leading question because I wanted to go into something else thereafter, and I wanted to ask you, how did Brenda, did she embrace her obvious African ancestry?
She didn't really talk about it.
And the reason I'm saying is because I know that like a lot of Dominicans who are just like, okay, you got African ancestry, they tend to diminish it or poo-poo it or just claim everything but Black. And the reason why I asked that is because I know from my experience with the DR is they deal with a lot of colorism issues throughout the island. So darker skinned Dominicans are discriminated against a lot. And it's not just in employment, it's also in relationships and things like that. So
hold that thought, Brother Rico. We're bringing Miss African Dominican on. Say hello, Miss African Dominican.
Hello.
Hello.
Wow, I hear your voice for the first time. The famous, the amazing Miss African Dominican, a huge supporter of the Dominican route. I want to say thank you so much for being a part of the channel.
And Haitian
Hi, John. Thank you so much.
Yeah, can you just give us a brief, just an info about yourself, just if you don't mind.
Okay, and sorry, I'm not gonna be able to come up because I am moving around. And if you guys hear any noise, I have my little one here with me, so that's why I cannot come up. But anyway, thanks for having me on your show. My name is Valentina, and I'm African Dominican because well, I have a Dominican family. I was married into the Dominican family. My husband was Dominican, and I have Dominican kids. I go to Dominican Republic a lot. I've been around Dominican since 1996, so I know them very well. And I travel to DR a lot. We have property over there. And I live in the USA. I live in Washington, D.C. And I'm planning on relocating to DR. Maybe it's a half in DR and half in America sometime soon. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And hi everyone in the chat and hi everyone on the panel. So thank you once again for having me.
Great.
I really like your accent. It's amazing. And I really, I eventually, maybe not today, but I really want to know some your history and a lot about you eventually, if you don't mind sharing.
Where I'm from? Well, I can tell you briefly. Well, Right.
Kind of, it's breaking up a little bit.
Sure. Yeah, and I can just tell your viewers and you just a little bit. I'm breaking up.
Just a little bit. Go ahead. We can
So
hear you.
I can just tell you briefly that okay, I'm from Southern Africa. So my parents are from Namibia. I was born in Angola, and I am from South Africa. So I'm pretty much Southern African, and I've been in the USA since 1996,
Okay.
and I lived in England before then. So I'm pretty international. So
Wow, you've done a
Yes,
lot of
you are.
traveling. That's awesome. 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 Awesome.
Right.
So that is awesome. So Miss Sharonda,
thank you.
Yes.
going back to Brother Rico. Brother Rico, you were asking me a question. I just wanted
Yeah.
to introduce
Okay.
African
And,
Dominican.
and I just want to couch this. So, Haitian gunman, if you would give me a little bit of grace, I'm not making this a race issue. I'm trying to actually go somewhere why I asked about that. Okay. And maybe Miss African Dominican and Sharana will probably understand if you give me a little grace to get to why I asked that question.
Okay.
So what was that? What was
As I
that
said,
question? Go ahead. What was the
question
question?
was, did she celebrate or embrace her obvious African ancestry? You could just
And what,
look at her and it's like,
and what was a Haitian gunman's comment?
he's like, don't turn it into a race thing. I'm not turning it into a race thing. I'm trying to talk about how even in relationships, a lot of dark-skinned women deal with insecurities because how society as a whole treat dark-skinned women. What I know from my experience is Black women who grow up in spaces where Blackness is celebrated, embraced, they do better in relationships than Black women who grow up in spaces where there's a high level of anti-Blackness. They feel unworthy. They feel put down. So they struggle in relationships. So even when they get into a relationship, they deal with a lot of insecurities that maybe a lighter skinned woman wouldn't deal with.
But the question, now let me say this, the question
I know you love them. I know
right,
you love them.
right. But the question that you asked me, did
she embrace and celebrate her
so
Black?
I can say this, and Miss Sharonda and I
And
talked
the reason
about
I say, if you don't love yourself, it's hard for you to love someone else.
right. But
You get what I'm saying?
Miss Sharonda and I talked about this, and Dominicans don't really talk about
No, they don't.
about that much. So
No.
go ahead.
But let's be clear. I've known many, and they say, no bueno moreno. They say that like no good, brown, Black, whatever. They know they're looked down upon. They don't talk about it. They just prefer not to deal with it. But the little dark-skinned girls growing up know they're treated lesser than. That even exists in America, John. You know, we deal with that in America. The dark-skinned girl in America is treated less than the red-boned or the light-skinned girl. So even little Black girls in America grow up with these insecurities in a place where we try to celebrate Blackness.
I didn't sense that in Brenda.
That's why
no, that's a good question.
When Black women are empowered, you can't tell them shit. You know what I'm saying?
And I think what Haitian Gunman is saying, I think he want to really kind of focus on like the relationship side of it. But you have the right
to about the insecurities. And I was just saying that if the woman is insecure about herself, she will forever be insecure about a relationship. If a woman, it's the same thing you could say if she was big, if she had weight issues. If she's insecure about herself for whatever the reason may be, she's going to fuck up that relationship. Because only a secure woman can have a secure relationship.
You want to comment on that?
It's here and there. Okay, like my husband, like I told you, you ask him what he is, he'll tell you he's Dominican.
Yes.
But here in the U.S., and I don't know too much about Dominican females in the Dominican Republic, but here in the U.S., most Afro-American females are very strong, headstrong. You can't tell us nothing. Right. And my husband, I don't know. He's very in tune to Afro-Americans. Like, you know, he listened to our music. You know, he try to, mimic the dance, even though he's off. You know, it's just, He
trying to
listened
say
to
your husband
American
can't dance?
music.
I'm gonna tell your husband you said he can't dance. I'm gonna tell him.
I mean, you know, American music. He loved his what, you know, bachata. I hope I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, yeah, but he's very in tune. You know, I actually do believe he likes black girls more than anything. You know, you always say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. You know, but it's something about us. I think you know he's very in tune. He does embrace certain things because he learned it here. He just didn't learn it there. Now he's here in the U.S. He learned it here.
Exactly.
I want to say this, and don't tell your husband, but and it's just a compliment. I really love your bald head. I really love it.
Thank you. He hates it.
Like the low cut, the low cut. I love it.
You.
It's not bald, but it's whatever you want to call it, the low cut.
Yes, I did a new season up, colored it up and whatnot. And he looked at me, he was like, yeah, well, he said, you didn't tell me you was gonna cut your hair. I said, well, you don't tell me when you cut your hair.
That's right. So
Surprise.
a lot of questions. So Carl, and sometimes I don't mean to cut you all off. I just want to go to these questions. Carl says, did the language barrier have anything to do with it? I really don't see that the language barrier had anything to do with it. Not at all. Because we spoke very, you know, when you're with someone and you're right next to that person, you really don't need to speak English very well or Spanish very well, because the language and the sign language
does it all.
The body language really does a lot of it. So I'm 100% sure the language barrier didn't have anything, and we have Google Translate, so that didn't have anything to do with it. So, but that's a great question. That's a great question. Let's see, Miss Sharonda, you says, "Oh, come on, John, spill it." Look at you.
Because I'm ready for part 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey,
we're gonna have different parts of it, yeah. And I'm gonna talk about my past also a little bit and kind of go into detail. It's gonna be stuff, and if you want to chime in, Brother Rico, you know, don't hesitate to. 99 Problems.
Hey, John.
Who is that? Someone said something. Oh, I think Brother Rico is.
Yeah, hey John. I don't know if it's just me, but are you?
Go ahead. Yes.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Are you guys breaking up, or is it just me? I feel like everybody's breaking up when you speak. Is it just me who's hearing that?
Yeah, I don't really hear break. I hear breaking up on your end. I can hear breaking up on your end, but everyone else I can hear just. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. Because I have a few questions for you. So
go ahead.
I have a few questions for you. Just let me know if you can hear me well. But if I'm breaking up, then I guess I can wait.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, I'll go to my questions for now. I don't know. Are you ready for my questions?
Yes.
Yes, it's a small delay, but go ahead. I'm ready. Go ahead.
Okay, so if you can just tell some of us, including the audience who don't know about your story when you got started, how did you and Brenda meet?
Me and Brenda met through a friend of mine by the name of Jennifer. A lot of people see Jennifer on my YouTube channel. She's a Uber/private driver, and I was introduced to Jennifer by Melvin. And one day, Jennifer had to make a stop at her house before she dropped me off at the airport. And Brenda was cleaning her house. So that's what Brenda does. That's what she did in the spare time. She was a house cleaner. She would clean people's home. So I said, "Hey, Jennifer, who is that lady in your house?" And she introduced me to her, and we talked from there, and we exchanged phone numbers. And that's how we initially met. So that's a good question. That's how we met. Did I answer your question?
She probably froze a little bit.
Yeah, she froze. So that goes for everybody. Yeah, Brenda and I met.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, I can hear you. So that's how Brenda and I met.
No, thanks for answering my question. Thanks for answering my question.
It's a big delay. Go ahead. Next question. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
She just has a bad.
No, I was saying thank you for answering my question. It's still a delay. Or you know what? I am going to get off the headphone. Maybe it's the headphone that I'm on. I'm gonna get off the headphone and just try not to be on the headphone. I don't know. Can you guys hear me or it's still breaking up? I don't understand what's going on.
But just go ahead and ask the question. It's no problem. Just ask the question.
Okay. So the next question that I have, so what did you see in her that made you want to be want to approach as a girlfriend? What did you see in her that day when you saw her cleaning or through your friend? What made you want to be with her?
Not that day. So I didn't really be with her that day because I don't know anyone. Well, me personally, I do not want to be with someone just because I met him that day. So it became a process. So it took about 3 or 4 weeks before I said, hey, let's turn it up a notch and let's see where it goes from here. So I just think she was real friendly. She was real humble.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't see the jealousy. I didn't see where I am and what time I'm going to arrive, and because I didn't see that until she actually started living with me. So
Okay. So
Yeah, I
okay,
think
no, that's good. I know I'm getting somewhere. Just bear with me, okay? Because you did swear to tell nothing but the truth.
I think John froze a little bit. Okay, we back.
Oh, he froze for a little bit. Something. Oh, okay, something's going on with this because usually I don't freeze like this. I don't know why I'm freezing all of a sudden.
yeah, but that's okay. That's a great question. So you really don't see you don't see those things until you actually start living with someone. And a lot of people are against living with people, but when you actually live with somebody, you really see a different side. Yeah.
Sure.
You have another question?
That's true. No, I totally agree with him.
Mhm.
Yeah, yes, I do. I'm trying to get I'm trying to get somewhere, but it's like so how long did you guys date before you actually wanted to marry him?
Uh, we dated for almost 2 years before I decided to, okay, let me purchase the ring, and that's when I purchased the ring, and I said, okay, I want to take it to the next level. Me personally, I was thinking that as time went by, as she saw that I only wanted one woman, I was thinking that she was going to start calming down and she was going to say, hey, you know what? He's not looking for another woman. He only wants to be with me. Look, he bought me he's getting ready to propose to me. I purchased the children things. I do things for the children just like I do for my children. But it seems like it was actually getting worse. It was getting worse to the point where I was like, wow, what is going on? I've never given her any type of signs that cheating on her, or I wanted to be with someone else, or having an affair with someone else. I never gave her that, and she's never seen that before. So, and that really disturbed me when I really saw that it was actually getting worse than better. And I thought as the time went by, I thought it was going to get better, but it really got worse.
John, let me ask you, do you think she was scared that it was getting serious? Like, a little more than just boyfriend, girlfriend. It was, you know.
I think she was getting that the competition is competition out there. Every time I would have, even with you, Miss Sharonda, she thought that you and I were messing around or dating in the beginning, or
over the phone.
Over the phone. So, and she read all your messages and everything, and of course you and Miss Sharonda always gives good advice, just like Brother Rico does. You guys give like great advice to the Dominican Route channel.
Mm-hmm.
And and I met your husband before, and you introduced me to your husband. So initially she thought that, hey, what's going on with this Sharonda lady? She's always texting you. And I said, hey, she's just trying to help me with the Dominican Route, with the YouTube channel. And she found it calmed down. But
Right.
Whenever it was time to interview someone or bring somebody, now older people, like older women, 60, 70, 80 years old, or when I wanted to interview somebody like that or a guy, she was okay with it. But when I bring a beautiful 24-year-old woman, it's about 6 women that I had to actually turn my interview. I had to shut it off and tell them, hey, I can't do the interview because Brenda does not want me in the house, and she doesn't
Mm.
want me to talk to you. And it was very disturbing that
Oh, wow.
could
Mhm.
not do certain interviews.
John, can you do me a favor? Can you
Yes,
drop
brother.
the link again, because OG Patrice, she want to join the panel,
Okay.
and also, can you tell your butthurt chat that anybody's free to come up instead of complaining about the questions we're asking? They're welcome to come up here with their butthurt self and ask whatever they like, right?
But her.
Not to get upset about anything they ask, so they should not be so butthurt about what I asked.
Right. You know, I love, that's what I love about, the well, my channel, the Dominican Route, and YouTubers. But the thing is just,
I don't get people sitting in the chat butthurt crying. Hit the link. Sharonda
Right.
came up. I came up. African Dominican came up. My girl OG. The door's not locked. Come up and ask
That's
what
right.
you want, and I won't have to ask anything. But if you're gonna
Right,
sit
right.
in the chat butthurt, I'm gonna ask what I want. Right?
Yeah, yeah. And hey, people have the right to get their opinion. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, there's
Or tell them to
Right.
hit the link, right?
Yes, you go.
Right.
Sister
They can hit the
Patrice,
link and
Right.
ask whatever they want, right, Sharonda?
how are you?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm
Yes.
good.
Right. Yeah,
How
that's
you
that's
doing?
that's fair. Yeah.
Hello,
That's fair. Yeah.
everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So just to
Salute
introduce
to
Sister
the
Patrice,
panels. Salute to the chat.
yes, she's a part of the Black. I always get it wrong. Black Brother Rico, introduce. Help me
Let's
out, brother.
talk the better Black life.
Let's talk Better Black Life. That's it. That's the name
Better
of it.
Black.
And she is an amazing person. She has been a part of the celebrity status. Also, she's done a lot of things with celebrities, and just kind of introduce yourself and tell people who
Lots
you.
of celebrities.
Yes, a lot of
And a
celebrities.
great singer. She is
Mm.
huge, fantastic. She got her own page. What is it?
Rico, let her introduce herself.
Oh, okay, all right. That girl can sing though, John. She can sing.
Go ahead, sister.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, brother Rico. You looking out for your sis. Hello, everyone. My name is Patrice. They call me OG Patrice in these YouTube streets. And yes, I am. Hello, I'm a singer and entertainer. Been in the business for over 20 something years. I have performed and sang, background and work with a lot of celebrities in the business, but I also do my own thing on the side. I have my own channel. It's called OG Patrice, where you can go and see me performing live with my band. I live in the state of Arizona, so yeah, and I'm happy to be here. I told Brother John I'll be over here, so I'm happy to be here and supporting him and up on his channel. So I'm just interested in what the conversation is. So I'm going to listen a little bit. I heard a little bit in the chat, and then I'll tune in where I can.
Awesome.
Great.
Thank you so much. So
Yeah.
we have a lot of questions.
Brother John.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm. Sorry, I had a follow-up question. I know you were talking about Brenda's jealousy, but I wanted to know because a lot of people ignore red flags early on in the relationship. I know you said you guys were dating for 2 years. And did you notice those jealousy red flags early on in the relationship, or how soon did you notice them?
I noticed them immediately. I noticed them immediately. But I was hoping that once she saw that I was only committed to one woman, I was hoping that it would go away. But it just seemed like it kept getting worse. And it was almost like I was talking to my mom. Like I almost had to ask, okay, can I have this lady to come on, or what are you doing, and how long are you going to be gone for? And like, let me give you one example. I'll give you an example. There's a lot of beaches in the Dominican Republic, of course. So a friend of mine, we were headed to a beach, but I heard that beach in particular wasn't really jumping. So we left that beach, another beach, and when she called me about an hour later, she said, I said, oh, we're at this beach. We're not at the beach that we initially said we were going to be at. And she got so frustrated and she hung up on me and started like putting frowny faces, and started cursing and just saying all kinds of curse words.
Oh,
like,
man.
you told me you was going to be at this beach. And it's almost like I tell you exactly where I'm going. And if I want to change my mind, I change my mind. And I just let you know, hey, we're at this new location. We're not at that location. So that was one of the points where I said, okay, it may be time to go ahead and move on. And that happened about a month and a half ago. And I said, okay, that's very disturbing. And my friend, he had came from out of town. He's like, man, what is going on? Just tell her that, you know, we decided to move locations and we went to a different beach instead of saying, okay, baby, be careful, have a good time. You know, okay, thanks for letting me know where you are. Yeah, we're not at this beach. But I mean, she just went into just
beast mode.
Crazy.
She really just lost her temper. She sounds like a narcissist because a lot of Dominicans, I feel like 80-90% of Dominicans are narcissists. I think it's the environment where they grow up, even the culture breeds narcissism. If you know what a narcissist is, a lot of Dominicans are narcissists. So they go into quick temper. They get jealous very easily, controlling, and they lack empathy. So that's how I know them. There's like 20% of them are not like that, but majority of them are very narcissistic. And Brenda sounds like a narcissistic person.
Is that Dominican women and are just both?
Both men and women.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
a culture.
I know we're probably going to get some comments because we have a lot of men and women that's on the channel. So I would love for them to give their feedback on what you just said. But,
okay. Excuse me. May I interject? From what I'm hearing, did you and your fiance lady, did you guys break up? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. Yeah. We broke. I decided to call it off, and she was. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not going to go into detail, but it was pretty bad. I mean, it was like to the point where I had a hard time like leaving the house, and
I'm so sorry to hear this.
And the house was in my name, so I just don't want to go into detail, but it was just really frustrating, and it was tough.
Can I ask you a question, though, John? Okay,
go ahead.
That you're out of the situation that you're in, and that's fine. That's behind you, right? But what would you do differently going forward? So obviously, I don't think you're gonna run out and get another relationship tomorrow. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you will. I don't know. I don't care. Ain't none of my business.
Right.
But knowing what you learned and knowing what, as I wouldn't wildly disagree with African Dominican. I think Dominicans are some wonderful people, but they have.
That's not my first time hearing that. That's not my first time hearing.
They have certain ways that are not necessarily conducive to American culture or Western culture. So I would say this would going into it, you would have to. I would think, are you going to clearly define? Look, I ain't putting up with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't go into it maybe necessarily expecting what you're used to, women from America as far as how they deal within a relationship. Be a little bit more.
That's a great question, brother.
So you can know, look, this is all I'm putting up with. I ain't putting up with no other.
Right.
Shit.
That's
it. Because that's a breaking. That's a what do you say? The red flag. That's a breaking. It's a deal breaker.
Yeah, my cousin and I, we talked about that recently. I'm a kind, gentle-hearted person, and sometimes
kind, John.
Well, hold on. That's some people take my kindness for weakness.
Yes.
But at the same time, I don't let anybody run over me, you know. But in the maybe in the relationship, and I hadn't got to that point, Brother Rico. That's a great question, because I ask myself that all the time, and my cousin me the same thing. I mean, what do I do when a woman says, "Oh, he's an easygoing person," and maybe I can kind of make him do what I want him to do? And I think maybe I should just implement that and really like force feed that next person that I date and say, "Hey, don't take my kindness for weakness. I'm a person. I'm a people person, but at the same time, you will not tell me who I can talk to and who I can't talk to. I would never, I would never disrespect our relationship.
Right.
But at the same time,
talk to who the hell I want to talk to.
And that's also I feel like that's also a Dominican way. I mean, I love Dominicans. I've been on a Dominican since 1996. I know them very well, and I go to DR a lot. And I was married to a Dominican, and I have Dominican kids. So my thing is like Dominicans naturally, like as part of their culture, those in Dominican Republic, when you're too kind, that is a weakness to them. They'll take advantage of you. So you cannot show them any signs of weakness.
Right.
Don't be too nice to them.
They will.
The material,
John, but I'll tell you that not even just in a relationship, even in a business relationship. If you're too nice to them,
a business relationship is so much easier.
And I hate to be that way too, John. I'm kind of like you too.
Right.
But they'll try to take advantage of your ass just by you trying to be nice to them, because they just look at you as, I guess, a sucker, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, now I gotta act like a complete fucking asshole.
Exactly.
And I hate resorting.
That's easy fix.
You have to have strong boundaries from the get-go. Strong boundaries from the get-go. From the get-go, you have to let them know, I'm nice, I'm kind, but don't mess with me. You have to set up those strong boundaries. Let them know that you're not a yes man. Yes, you're nice.
I had the guy who a buddy of mine that's a Dominican that lives over there do all my work. He tells me that. He be like, Rico, don't get that motherfucker nothing. No. And he told me that to be like, no, because these motherfuckers. He tells me that because I'm like,
exactly.
Can I go and give it? He's like, no, fuck that shit. No.
Right.
And he literally.
I don't. Let me say this. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with the business side. I have close family that helps me and watches me with that, and they block, and especially with things we're about to get into with the documentary, and it's going to be more fun starting to come in. I already have that covered. You can't. I have a force field around me that you can't. My cousins, they will sack you out before they will tell you, like, John, go ahead and push block. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Let me ask you this other question about the relationship, because I heard you say you started seeing things about Brenda and you hoped it would change.
That's right.
And it didn't. And I'm gonna say this, John. You know who that sounds like? That's normally what, as men, we say. That's what women do. Think they're gonna change a man. You can't change them. If that's what you see, that's what the fuck it is.
Right.
That's what it is. So
it is what it is.
You know how we used to always tell them, John. We tell a woman, you can't change a man.
Brother, I'm gonna say this, and let me say this.
It is what it is.
Now, everybody wanted some juice, and tell other people to hit that live button. Tell people to get and link now, because I'm about to tell you something. What you just talked about. I was me playing with the Yankees and coming out of Louisiana and a halfway decent looking man. I didn't have any problem with women. I was a player. I mean, I have 2 girls today, and I talk to them. I'm friends with them now. I asked them to get my name tattooed on their back, and they still have. I think one of them got it removed or whatever. But I was a player. I was, and I'm not that because I'm proud of it. Playing in the Yankees organization and doing a lot of things, and I was even a part of the swingers lifestyle for a little while. And I'm not proud of that. But people can change, because I'm not a swinger anymore. I'm not a hoe. that just go around trying to have sex with women. I mean, I can go to the being in the Dominican Republic, you know, Brother Rico, you know, you can get a woman every if you want to.
5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes. But I agree with you and I disagree with you on that, because people can change, because I changed.
But listen, John, you changed for you. No one made you change. And that's all I'm saying. I agree, people. By the way, I used to swing too. I don't anymore. Okay. Right. But what I'm saying is people change of their own volition. No one has ever made me change. I changed of my own accord. So when I say that when you meet someone, that's who they are, they will change when they want to, not when you want them to. And that's where we hurt ourselves, expending time and energy, because they just may not be ready to change. And if they ain't
women, go ahead. I want the women to comment on that. Women, go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me just say something, so Sharonda. Let me just say something. Honestly, I don't believe everybody changes. You know, I feel like at some point you get stuck in your ways. And it also depends on your childhood. Some people go through trauma in childhood, abuse, trauma, neglect, that it turns their emotional immaturity growth, right? So like narcissists, people who are narcissists, they don't change. They can pretend to be nice today, maybe for a whole month, but they always go back to their true self. So not everybody changes. So you have to get to know the person, like who are they, what they go through as a child, do they have any unresolved trauma, some healing they need to do, because they haven't healed, they will never change, right? Because they carry those for the rest of their lives, because they haven't gotten therapy. And sometimes it's too late to get therapy. If you're already far gone, damaged mentally, emotionally, you cannot change. I'm into the health field, and I know narcissists do not change.
And they
okay, and I feel like Brenda,
they can't keep that front going on forever. You're absolutely
exactly
right.
They can pretend. Now, narcissists, what about narcissists? They're very good at pretending. Okay, they're the best actors. They can pretend to be like the best person you ever meet, but they go through stages in life, right? But like in Dominican Republic, honestly, I believe 80% of them are narcissists, because their culture, you know, it breeds that. So not everybody changes. And I believe Brenda.
Wait. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Why do you believe a lot of Dominicans are narcissists? And
okay, right, I can tell you the way narcissists is now, narcissists are basically children who went through child abuse and neglect. So sometimes, you know, kids grow up in poverty, so they have to fend for themselves. So their parents leave them, because the lifestyle of Dominican Republic, kids are raised by their grandmothers most of the time, not their parents, right? And that's child neglect. A child growing up without a mother and a dad taking care of them, that stunts their emotional growth. They feel unloved, unwanted, right? And also, like, especially a dark person grow up in Dominican Republic, people around you think because you're black, you're not good enough, right? That can also affect you emotionally. That's like abuse, emotional abuse. So if you go through that growing up that as a child, that stuff can affect your emotional health as you grow. And also like abuse, sexual abuse. A lot of these kids like start having sex young, or being sold into sex slavery by their parents so they can make money. That's also child abuse. So people go through trauma as children and they never get therapy. That affects their emotional growth, and they never grow up. So they're going to survival mode from a young age, and that destroys them mentally. That's why I believe, like Brenda, I really believe that somehow maybe she has some kind of mental disability, personality disability. For her to be controlling like that, it's not just a jealousy out of nowhere. You know, she's controlling, she's jealous. All that's come from some kind of trauma, relationship trauma, child abuse trauma, neglect, all that kind of stuff. So you have to get to know the person, what they went through in life, and if they got healing or not. Because not everybody changes.
Right. That's a great point. Sister Sharonda, what you had something to say? Go ahead.
No, I'm actually listening to y'all. I mean, everyone is making a great point here, but I do believe, honestly, people can change, especially when there's children involved. Like, you know, when you coming from, let's say, from nothing to something, you know, if you have to do this just to do that, you know, just to make it better, you will change the way you are just to keep things flowing correctly. I mean, I always say people can change for the better.
That's right. Okay, next question.
Hit the link, please.
Go.
I'm tired of y'all crying in the chat. Y'all doing a lot of crying in the chat. Hit the link.
You know, there was a good question in the chat. Somebody asked, because you said that Brenda didn't allow you to be around pretty women. Darlene's mom is very pretty. How did you get around to being around her? How did she let you be around Darlene's mom?
Darlene mom was Miss Sharonda's laughing because Miss Sharonda knows the whole story. My cousins and so Darlene mom is one of the reasons I decided to go ahead and separate with Brenda. Brenda wanted me to separate, leave Darlene's mom alone a long time ago, 5, 6, 7 months ago. And I said, no, it's not happening, because she even I'll say this, she even made something up in her head that somebody caught us on the street holding hands and kissing. I said, what? I said,
you and Darlene's mom?
yeah. So this is what I did, and this is when I caught her in a lie. I said, okay, that's no problem. Take me to the person that said we were holding hands and kissing. I knew Brenda was lying. I knew she was not telling the truth. So I said, no, take me to the person. You take me to the person and we talk about it right now. I'll go get Darlene's mom right now. We'll all get together and we'll talk about it. Not do it. I said, you're not telling the truth. That is a lie. That's something you just made up. She said, no, I don't want Darlene to be a part of the YouTube channel no more. Jasmine, I don't want them to come by the house anymore. And I said, why not? And even Darlene's mom came at one time and said, listen, I was hooking Darlene's mom up with American guys over here. I'm not thinking about Darlene's mom.
Right.
So she was just, there was a problem. And that was just like I was telling Miss Sharonda, I started saying, oh, it's not going to last too much longer. I gave her another month and I said, oh, wow. I said, she wants me to leave Darlene's mom and Darlene's alone because she has some type of policy. And I don't know. I never. I look at Darlene's mom as my sister. I used to call her like that's my sister, and I would I would introduce her to other guys and things like that. So that's a great question, sister. But that was another big sign, a big strike. When she wanted me to leave the whole family alone.
You don't believe what African Dominican said, because she was clear about it. That okay. That's why I really was listening to what she said, that it goes back to certain trauma that Brenda dealt with before she met you. It has nothing to do with you. And I know you described a particular type of woman that you said was your cup of tea, right? And am I making you want the blackest of the blackest?
I like dark skinned women.
Not my words.
Right.
I would date a brown skin or a light skinned woman. Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, in certain cultures, women who grow up in those cultures where that's not celebrated, they're dealing with a lot of trauma for a lot of reasons, as African Dominicans said, from childhood. Now everybody want to ignore it and don't talk about. All I'm saying is that in these cultures, where I don't give a damn what we do in America. I know over there they want to pretend like they don't see it, but they put those people down.
They do.
And they grow up dealing with a lot of trauma. So when they do become a woman, they get a man. They're scared to death of losing it, and they will get up out of that.
Yeah, I was like, listen, you're making it, if you just chill out
like that.
Yeah, you're making it worse. But look, I 99 problems, but
it's not your fault.
She has a great point. Don't let one Dominican woman ruin that for sure. You would date another Dominican woman in the future. Yeah, I don't see myself like not dating another Dominican woman because of what happened to Brenda. Yeah, I'll date a Haitian girl. I would date
I'm just saying, if you date another dark-skinned woman in there, you gotta make sure that she's healed about that issue, because that's not an issue that we make. That's an issue that they grow up with on the island. We didn't make that. They don't call it, but goddamn it, they treat it. They don't say the word. They treat you like one. And those women have to grow up and live with that.
Exactly.
Quan 1993. How do your aunts feel about what happened? And just recently meeting Brenda. My aunts and my cousin, they saw, like, when we were going to Pedernales and going to the beach and going on these different places, excursions. They were like, oh my God, what is wrong with Brenda? You know, I said, hey baby, we're going to get some drinks. We got to get some ice. We'll be right back. No. Let Melvin, Manuel, let them go by themselves. You stay here. And my mom and my aunts, they were like, what? And I would be like, and so I would put my foot down. I'd be like, no, I'm going. But that's not a normal conversation that you have. And then right after the trip, I said, because I wanted my aunts and my mom to have a good time, I told myself right after the trip, I'm gonna go ahead and let her know that it's time to part ways, and we parted ways. And I didn't kick her out on the street or anything, but she had a temper so bad to the point where I actually had to get a hotel that night because the police got, and this is what I have learned. You guys want the tea? I'm giving you the tea. And Miss Sharonda already knows about this, so she's just hearing it all over again. But police got involved, and the apartment is in my name, and it happens just like in the United States. The apartment was in my name, but she has 3 children. So the police asked me to pack my stuff up and get a hotel. So they pretty much told, and they didn't ask me, they pretty much told me, they said, you guys straighten this shit out tomorrow. But I didn't say, oh, I want her out and kick her out on the street. I wasn't like that. I'm not an evil person like that. But they said, hey, you need to get a hotel. So me and my son, we got a hotel.
Wow.
And then I'll put it like this. The next day, she was gone. She was gone.
Right. Interesting. I think John froze. I just want to quickly clarify something. In the chat, everybody in the chat, I did not say all Dominicans are narcissists. Not all of them. But I believe like maybe 70, 80% are. I know Dominicans very well. But not all of them are. Okay, so let's just get that straight. I love Dominicans and my peoples, but not all of them are narcissists. Only some of them, about 70, 80% are.
Like all of them aren't colorists, but about 70, 80% of them are.
Exactly.
I don't care. Y'all
exactly.
can be heard about it all you want. But if you live over there and unfortunately, sometimes when you're in the space, you can't see it because you're too close to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oftentimes you don't see what's in your community when you're in your community, but people on the outside can.
Let's see. Yeah.
Y'all are nationalists as a motherfuckers. Y'all are narcissists as a motherfucker. Y'all are colorists as a motherfucker.
Exactly. And those are just facts.
You want. Not
exactly.
all.
Exactly. But most. Most, right. And those are just facts. We're not like being negative. We're just stating the facts. And I've been around Dominicans. I literally know a Dominican woman. She hates her. She has 5 kids, 5 boys. 3 of them by dark-skinned fathers, right? She's very light-skinned. But her kids with dark-skinned fathers, she likes dark-skinned men. But all her kids, her first 3 came out really, really dark. And she hates those kids. The last 2 that came out light-skinned, she loves those kids. And she even tells her other kids, oh, they are pretty, they got pretty hair, they're light-skinned like me. I'm like, why even go to a black man if you like light-skinned people? But those older kids, those first 3 dark ones, they don't talk to their mother. They're like narcissists. They're really damaged because they grew up being hated by their mother because they're not light-skinned. Now they don't have pretty hair like the other 2 sons. And that happens a lot. In Dominican Republic, they have kids like if you're lighter, you are celebrated. And if you're darker, you are like looked down upon.
And I know I know a lot of Afro-Dominicans who celebrate their Afro-Dominic, their Afro ancestry. And they'll tell you that they're discriminated against.
Right.
They tell you that. They don't, it's like that 15% that claim it. They tell you they're not fucking blinded. They're just as Dominican as everybody else, but they will tell you they are discriminated against. They get the bottom of the barrel job.
Right.
Even as John said, the girl at the university was the most celebrated, but she still was discriminated against.
Exactly.
Come on.
And guys, And guys, this all relates to Brenda. Brenda is dark skinned.
Yes.
Brenda is controlling. Brenda is jealous. Okay, so
Because of the
you're looking at the outside. You don't know what she went through as a dark skinned woman in Dominican Republic. So she probably thinks John did not love her because she can understand how somebody can love her with 3 kids and she's dark skinned. You know,
Yes.
so that's where our insecurity came from. So this is all about Brenda. The color issue. We're talking about Brenda still. We try to understand Brenda and all this relationship thing. So if you're going to make a public dating a dark skinned woman, understand her struggles.
Yep.
Understand her struggles and what she's behaving, the way she's behaving.
That's why I brought it up, because I know if you celebrate it, meaning if you love yourself, then
Right.
you're secure and you can love another. But if you grew up I guess Brenda's 30, 35 years of dealing with this trauma and this discrimination, and it's hard to believe somebody fucking loved you. She's scared
Right, it is.
it might be snatched and taken away from her.
I'm sorry,
Right.
guys. I don't know. I think
That goes through dark-skinned women here in America.
Exactly.
can y'all,
It's facts.
okay? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
We hear you. We hear you.
Yeah, I
back.
don't know. I think Brenda is messing with my internet here in New
You talking about her?
Brenda's doing that juju.
anyway, and so I don't know where I got cut off at, but when I came back, she got somebody to load up half of the stuff and a lot of the stuff. I mean, a $400 or $500 TV, the couch, and the microwave. I mean, she didn't New York Yankee ring or because I had already I have a safe place to put all of that stuff. So
She took your shit.
Yeah.
yeah, she took my
shit.
she took my
She
stuff.
stole your stuff.
He's spilling the tea now. Everybody listen.
Yeah.
It's coming out. It's coming out.
Wow.
She did the female move. Yes, she did. She said, my kids was enjoying this. And guess what?
Man.
They is going with me too. I gotta go. This is going along with me. She did what any other female would have done, tell you the truth.
Oh wow.
But go
Right,
ahead,
but
John.
going-
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
You okay? But listen, going to like the materialistic stuff, it ain't like she like stole a car like that. She stole maybe $1,000 worth of stuff, but that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of money, and a $450 TV that was on the wall. She had never seen a TV like that before.
Exactly.
So you know,
That's 2 months salary.
yeah,
That's 2 months salary.
yeah. But you didn't hurt me by stealing the TV and the couch and the microwave. You didn't. I got
my.
one.
Wow,
get
she's
one.
acting like a fun woman. You didn't cheat on her. You didn't do anything bad. She just got jealous. She took all your stuff. And are you gonna let her have it, or are you gonna take your stuff back?
Yeah, and then she tried to get back with me after she took my stuff. So I was just like, okay. She was just like, yeah, we need to sit down and talk and blah 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 and all of that. I said, no, it's over. You jumped. Maybe we could have had. You know, after I told her I wanted to separate from her.
Mm-hmm.
She
she went berserk.
Yeah, but she went berserk. I said, you definitely don't have a chance now. It's definitely over with. So
She showed you her true colors.
yeah, she really showed, and I thank God that she showed her true colors before. Hey, we could have been married, and she could have took half of my money, half of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, 50.
But it doesn't matter who it is. I'm signing a prenup no matter what. But for somebody to steal $1,000 or $1,500 worth of a sofa and a television
That don't belong to you. Yeah.
that doesn't belong to you. I mean, I could have gave you that. That's no problem. But that really showed. So the next morning when I came back from the hotel, my stuff was gone. But
Oh man, that happens a lot in DR. That happens a lot in Dominican Republic. Like American men, when they come back, all their stuff be gone.
but it wasn't like you know, I'm not stupid. I knew that could hands, but expensive of that. I had that with me, and I have it in a safe place. So I'm not stupid. So you're telling me $1,500 worth of stuff. You take that, and it didn't really bother me, but it just bothered me. It really, I kind of said, oh, thank God thank you, Lord, that she got my television and she got my sofa, and she's out of my life forever. I said, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna try to get your stuff, but you don't report out to the police.
I don't care. I don't care about none of that. My first, I played with the Yankees. I had half of my shit stolen. I mean, not stolen, but the judge divided, and it was way more than $1,400-$1,500 worth of stuff. I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
May I say something?
Go ahead.
Yeah. I think somebody said, she did what a woman do, and I think she did what an immature, petty woman would do, because any mature woman that is going through a breakup and will go through a breakup with a man, if it's obviously it wasn't mutual, but she obviously was a woman scorned, so she was doing something to get back.
Yeah.
Petty, immature women that do things like that. And the thing about it is, a lot of times with us, women do it too. We choose to ignore the red flags. A lot of time, men are bad at it, especially when they attracted to that woman, want that woman. Whatever the reasons you're wanting to be with a woman or lusting after the woman. A lot of women do it because they rather have some man than no man at all. It's different reasons why.
But Sister Patrice, you're absolutely right. But this is what served me, African Dominican, Brother Rico, Miss Rhonda. Not when she took my stuff, she called me the next day and said, we really need to talk so we can try to make this work. But
no.
But that's disturbing to me, just like African Dominican was saying. She was saying that's like something a crazy person would say. You took my television and you took my sofa and you took my microwave.
Yes. That's what I was getting ready to say. The young lady that's next to me on the bottom here, she's exactly right about certain personality disorders or mental illness traits or something in people that suffer from some type of narcissism or sociopath behavior, or just something that just ain't quite right with people that has gone through a lot of trauma in their lives. She seems to be a very insecure woman that probably has went through a lot of trauma, being a dark-skinned woman, like you said. And I'm a dark-skinned Black woman myself, and I've heard these stories about other cultures, especially Latina cultures, going through the same type of colorism. And you're right. If you haven't gotten healing, if you haven't sought help, mental for your trauma and things of that nature, then you're not going to change. And every relationship she get in, she's going to self-destruct in those relationships. Right. So the thing is, Brother John, that you could say to yourself is to be glad that you got out of it while you could, before you married that woman. You saw the red flags, you knew the red flags, and they were there, because no one, especially at this day and age, at our age, right, when you get past a certain age, you should just choose your life to be in healthy relationships, not to be in relationships that are unhealthy. And what we have to stop doing with ourselves is stop ignoring the red flags, stop ignoring that gut feeling, men and women alike, because there are women out there that are detrimental to a relationship and to the health of a marriage. And there are men the same for women. So what we have to do is look within ourselves and see and say, why did I choose this person? Why did I accept this? Why did I, you know what I'm saying? Because like you're saying, you're a nice person and people tend to take your kindness for weakness, but you have to look deeper inside yourself and say, why did I allow myself to accept it for as long as I did?
Right. James Lee says we might need a part 2 about this. We are, Miss Sharonda already talked about, we're going to have a part 2 and a part 3 about it. So
exactly.
That's
let me ask you a question.
And let me say
John,
this,
Sharonda, go ahead.
I don't care about, people. We're all mature. I would love to help other people. That's the type of person I am. So it's not to degrade or talk bad about Dominican people. It's just in general, you know, when you go through something, I'm happy. I'm proud of myself because I decided to stop the relationship before it got worse and before I lived in misery, like Sister Patrice said, you know, because I didn't want to live in misery for the rest of my life or whatever. Go ahead, Sister Sharon.
Okay, let me ask you. I know you love Brenda, but do you think Brenda loved you to the point where to the point where maybe she saw you as not like a money bag or someone to take care of her because she has, you know, children, you know, or maybe she, you know, she felt, you know, this is a opportunity, you know, for her to. I mean, I'm just
Right.
curious. How
Good question.
was the love between the both of y'all?
I mean, I didn't see. I mean, you have so many beautiful women in the Dominican Republic. I could have got a dime piece, and that I know that's a gold digger or something like that. And I didn't see any signs of her being a choppy daughter or a gold digger. I didn't see that. So that's what made me fall in love with her, because I can get a beautiful super looking beautiful woman with curves in a body, and I can get one tomorrow. But I didn't see that in Brenda. I just saw a friendly person. And as brother Rico and y'all saw when she was on those lives, and when y'all saw her, she had a beautiful smile. She seemed like she was super friendly. When those cameras would cut off or something, if I needed to go somewhere or do something, then she would start getting real trolling. And that was the biggest problem that I was having. It didn't have anything with somebody having sex with somebody or cheating on somebody. And that's what you would think. But it was none of that. It was just controlling. And I said, I need to get out of this, and I need to get out of it right now.
I would say this.
For Brother John, definitely, controlling is definitely a narcissistic trait,
Yeah.
right?
Big one. That's the biggest one.
Yeah, that's one of the main things that is that creates a narcissist, is a person that wants to control you and try to tell you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, who to be with, who you need to leave alone, because they want to have you be secluded away from certain friends and family, so that they can control the life, your life, to a level that's comfortable for them, without thinking about your needs or your feelings or your wants and desires.
Yeah.
And that's definitely a narcissistic trait.
Sister Patricia, absolutely right. But and my cousin had to tell me about this. If you grew up, you don't have nothing at all. When you know, her house before she moved in my house, she didn't have nothing. They, you know, just made 2 rooms and no running water. Yeah, a tin roof. That's right, brother.
Rain.
10, yeah, rain. She had
go outside and use the bathroom.
She had holes
in the river.
You have to take a bucket and pour the water in the toilet to flush the toilet. And I'm thinking, like, wow, I don't want a slave. I don't want somebody to like do everything I tell them to do. But it seems like you would get in order, and you would be like, oh shoot, I got a good thing going here. Let me listen to my man. Let me not put any pressure on my man. But she did not do that. She didn't do that at all.
But John,
but you know what, John? Well, sorry, Rick. What narcissists, they cannot self-reflect. You know, they cannot self-reflect. So you think because you're mentally healthy, you can think like that. But in our place, they're very self-centered. It's about me. They cannot self-reflect.
What they lack is self-awareness. They have no sense of self-awareness. And I was going to say,
exactly,
as this is going to sound unfortunate, but in particular, as a non-Dominican, you almost have to approach any Dominican woman that you meet going into a relationship as if she wants you just for money until she proves otherwise.
And men too.
Even sometimes the poorest ones are worse than the gold diggers, because they're I've seen some where
they're survival mode all the time.
And they have no sense of, you could say, okay, I'm gonna give you $100 because it won't be flat ass broke. I'm gonna give you $100, and you would think they're gonna try. they'll spend that whole $100 in one day. They have no sense of
balance.
They have no sense of a lot of things that
Right.
they take for granted. And even when it comes to relationship, they honestly, unfortunately, I'm gonna say this about all. I'm not gonna say all. I'm sorry. So let me pull that back, okay? Before you need to butt hurt in the chat. But a lot of them, I can't even say. I'm gonna say most. It could be 51%, 55%. It's a culture, and it's not just a DR, but cultures where certain levels of poverty exist.
Right.
Unfortunately, women are second-class citizens.
We're
Okay?
gonna.
That's the nicest way to put it.
Brother Rico, you're right. You're right. I'm gonna keep.
And they use their body as
Yeah.
currency.
They do. They
Their
do.
sexuality and sex. So they constantly. She figured as long as she can lay down and be bedded, that's currency. That's money for the next day. So even if right now, Brenda thinks as much as she messed up with you, she just got to find some other thirsty ass Negro to come into town.
Right, but I wasn't thirsty.
I know. I'm not saying you were. But their perspective is what I'm saying.
Next question. Quan,
their perspective is about.
Yeah,
I'll
Quan,
still get the next guy for money.
1993. John, do you think we got to get through these questions because a lot of even Haitian gunman says stick to the topic.
Anybody think about Haitian gunman? Anybody think about that drama queen?
Brother, Haitian gunman, that's my fault because I kind of pulled off the topic.
Tell him hit the link.
Hit the link.
Stop crying in the chat.
Look, y'all gonna duke it out. Haitian gunman. He's been part of my channel from day one.
Then he should be up here, right? Yeah, he should be up here, right?
Quan, 1993. John, do you think Brenda will stalk you going forward? I don't see her stalking me. I know the first week she was trying to call me, and when I blocked her on WhatsApp, she would call me on somebody else's WhatsApp, and then she would, this is Brenda, pick up the phone, and then she would call me on another person, and to Brenda, stop blocking me. So I blocked all her friends, and so she has not. She has not tried to. Maybe she. Oh, he got it.
He said drop it.
Oh, he said drop it. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, John.
Like, hey, we all. Let me say this: we all family. We all professional. Everybody's all love on this channel. So here we go. And Haitian Gunman, he's done so much great things for the. I just wanted to say it's good that you did that, because if you truly trying to move on and you're really truly done with her, you need to be done with her. Like,
you have to be done. You have to. You have to go no contact. She said, Narcissist, you have to go no contact.
Yes,
don't even try to be our friend.
Yes, if you don't even try to be a friend, not someone like that, because they would totally twist it and turn it around and then blame you when you say, hey, I was just trying to be nice, just trying to be a friend, just trying to break up civil, They don't understand that. So you have to literally cold turkey, cut them off everything, and don't look back and move forward with your life.
I'm done. Yeah. Sister Patricia, right. Hold on 1 second. And I'm a very good, I'm a loving and caring person, but I've never had somebody I had this Deion Sanders situation where he tried to take advantage of me, but I fostered over 350 kids, but even my cousin say she can even pretend, like even go and say with her two daughters, like, oh, he tried to touch one of my daughters one time just to try to get back at me. So like what you said, like make sure that I cut ties altogether, just like just like African Dominican and Sister Patrice says also. When I cut ties all the way, because of course everybody knows that I'm a caring, loving person, but she could be so evil to the point where she can pretend like I touched her boy or touched her baby girl or done something like that. That never came up, but you're setting yourself up for stuff like that once you try to get back in it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Next question. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right, Cousin Cheryl. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. There's no hell have no fury like a woman scorned, right? Mm-hmm. And it seems like what she can easily turn into or have turned into that woman scorned. So yeah, it's a good thing. Just cut
And
ties and move on.
that's right.
Yeah, definitely.
Haitian,
And also John, I really want to advise you, please do your research on narcissists so you can
I will.
protect yourself. So you
Thank you
can
so
really
much.
protect yourself.
Well, we're gonna introduce Haitian Gunman to the channel. Hey, brother, how you doing?
Is he there?
Hello. I think I brought him
Yes,
in.
and
It's kind of staticky.
Yeah, he's trying to
hi,
like he's trying to
Shangaman.
talk, but it's a lot of static.
He says. Meanwhile, next question until he comes in. Let's see. When Brenda danced with Manuel, to me, totally disrespect. Stick to her tongue, and even though the video was unladylike, I don't really pay attention to stuff like that. I'm not a jealous person, so Brenda was trying to have fun with Manuel, and I just believe that Dominican people in general, they are real. They dance sexually, they talk sexually, they just do things like that. So that
It's like it's
wasn't a
natural for them. I saw that video. I didn't see nothing out of the ordinary.
yeah. That's normal. That's normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that's a great comment. Haitian Gunman, are you there? Okay, all right. We'll go to the next person. Elizabeth, I understand Rico's point, and yes, that can happen regarding colonialism, colonial. However, if you love yourself and are confident with the woman, will not much jealousy or insecurity. That's true. That's a great point, brother Rico. That was great what you started off with. Okay, Karma G. The Dominicans, I know, say in but that it's kind of blurry. Say identify as black. Okay.
They
They
celebrate
celebrate dark
skin.
skin. Okay, my Dominican husband family thinks this way. That's awesome. That's awesome. Haitian Gunman says, "Oh my goodness, here we go with the race-based chat." Haitian Gunman, call me back. I'm gonna knock you off. Hello?
There's somebody trying to come in now.
Are you there? Okay.
Where
Next
is Haitian
question.
Garment? Is in Haiti or where is he?
I don't know. He's just a big part of the Dominican Route channel. He's donated a lot of funds, and he really gives a lot of good input. But I can't get him on right now, so I don't know. It sounds like he's maybe part Haitian or Haitian. Yes. Okay, Coach. Was Brenda jealous of your interviewing Rose and Emily, the young? Yeah. Hey, brother Rico, Miss Sharon, do you remember when I dated the
Dated?
dark girls? Not dated.
Interview.
Yes, I remember the interview. The two ladies. Yes, I remember.
Yes.
I didn't see nothing out the ordinary. They I think even at the end they took pictures together. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
With Brenda? I didn't see them take pictures with Brenda, but I saw you interview them. And that was a good interview.
Mm-hmm.
The girl was talking about, because you was asking her.
You gonna call me later?
And they was, they was giving the typical Dominican, I don't see color, blah, 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 blah. Hello.
Hey, brother, how you doing?
Giving the typical stuff.
How are you? Good.
Good to see you, man.
How are you?
Hey, you gotta come on live one day.
Okay, I will.
All right, brother. God bless you, man. Take care.
Hi,
Okay,
John. Haitian cannot come on, I don't think, but he gave you a second super chat and he wants you to read that question. Can you read that question? His second super chat.
Let me find it. I'm trying to catch up and answer these questions. Let me see if I can find this super chat. Let me see. Haitian Gummy, Mitchie, you're Dominican?
No, it was a super chat.
Okay.
Because he really wanted to read that. I know he get money for that. So if you can find it, the second one.
Let me find it. What was the question? Do you see the question?
I didn't see, but I know he gave money for it and he really wanted to read it. And I think that's why he's trying to come on and he cannot come on. Maybe Haitian guy, maybe write your question again. He can read it if you write your question again.
Yeah, write your question. And thank you so much, Miss African Dominican. I appreciate it. Let's see. uh, when I go to the Dominican Republic with my husband, they will wink and smile. We laugh because we are secure in our relationship. That's awesome, and that's what type of person I am. I'm so secure in my relationship, but yeah, Brenda would get so upset, and she would feel. I can feel her tensing up when women would come around and a girl would try to talk to me whenever I go somewhere, or they would ask for my autograph, or they would say, "Hey, you're the guy you used to play with the Yankees for a little while," or "Let me get a picture with you." And I would see her kind of tense up a little bit, and that told me there like this is not working. Yes.
Who's Altagracia 0903?
Let me see.
Because he's putting something crazy in here in the chat about you was sleeping with, I guess, Dale's mom
Delani you talking about.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
Tell the truth, everyone, you were sleeping with Darlene. I don't know. Somebody just probably just
you sure that
ain't
That's probably Brenda.
Yeah,
that's probably Brenda.
I love just start talking stupid shit. You know, they don't have nothing else to do. So yeah, it's cool.
That's what I was wondering.
Haitian Garmin, write your questions again. I can read your questions if John misses them. Write your questions again. The one, the super chat one, he couldn't find that one.
He says, "Oh, I see." He says, "Tell the truth to everyone. This you sleeping with Darlene's mom. You got me. You busted me. You got me. Damn, man, you ought to be an investigator. You got me. You got me." So anyway,
look at the next one. Look at the next one.
Okay, sorry, my phone.
No, I'm talking Altagracia 903. He got another one.
Oh, let's see what type of other funny shit he got, and it's not Insecurity. What everyone in the neighborhood, their friend commented on, it is very good to talk about a person without having the
promptness
there and have to
that sound like Brenda.
Yeah. Brenda can't but and she
that's
can't
at
even
Google Translate.
Yeah, she might be having Google Translate, but hey, that's
the Google Translate. That's why it's not making sense. Sorry, Brenda.
Yeah. And we're talking yeah, she can always come on right now and defend herself, but I'm just speaking the facts and everybody wanted to know, so
but John, maybe the last live you told us that you and Brenda are going to be friends. Please tell me you're not gonna be friends.
No, I decided not to. Not to, and yes, I did.
Yes, John, I just said that will be if you really if it's really over, it has to be over. It's just certain relationships that you just can't be their friend.
Right.
I've had those relationships where when I let go, I literally had to. You can't be friends with everybody that you used to go with or date. Some guys I am still cool with, like my ex. I'm getting ready to interview him next week. But I haven't seen him in years. But we had a mutual breakup. It was cool. I was cool. He was cool. So we're cool. So now I can interview him and talk about things of being in the business and how we met and stuff like that, because we're good. But people, your breakup was not good, John. Your relationship was not even good, John. You cannot, you can clean break. You cannot be friends with people like that, male or female. And I want men to listen. I'm a woman and I'm saying this about another woman that has those traits, and men need to take heed to that.
John, can I ask you a logistical question? Now that you and Brenda are split up, right? God damn it. Because what I wanted to ask them, ladies, and don't let me forget, was like, how close does she still live? And how does he think she will take it if he has a future relationship? You know what I'm saying? Because what we're talking about is like, okay,
this what I know about.
It ended nasty. Is she in another town, or is she in the same town? Are you dating somebody could you possibly dating someone she knows? You know how y'all can get sometimes.
And also, John, to add to that, I hope John, sorry, Rick, to add to that, narcissists never move on. she's
Yeah.
always gonna be. She'll always tag John. So John has to be very tough. She'll use all kind of tricks in the book. Oh, my kids are not feeling well. Try to get into his life. So he has to really like no contact, because that woman's never gonna leave him alone.
He
Especially
might
when he was a good man. Because since he was a good man, John, you have to really, really like. Brenda will always tag you.
So
Yeah.
She's
John,
not.
Go ahead.
let me ask the question again. So because it's a logistical question. Does Brenda live? You're in San Cristobal, right?
Right.
Is she in San Cristobal?
No, she's in Santo Domingo, so we're an hour away.
Oh,
We don't even have the same
okay.
friends.
But that was what I
live.
was getting
Yeah.
to.
So I
If
won't
you
see.
started moving on, dating somebody else, it wouldn't be anybody she would necessarily know, and she wouldn't have to see it.
She has a couple friends in San Cristobal that she were friends with, but besides that, I don't have to worry about Brenda anymore.
Okay.
And going back to what people, one or two people said, she's not here to defend herself. I'm just telling you exactly what happened. She had jealous tendencies. I don't hate her. I wish her the best, and I'm not an evil person. So she is. She just had a lot of jealous ways about her, and that's it. I'm not
Just
saying
watch your ass in Santo Domingo.
Right.
Santo Domingo
And make sure she don't
is
see with
big.
any woman. She ain't gonna send one of our guys to probably beat you up or something. So you need to watch over your shoulders.
Cars, gonna
Right,
key
right.
your car and shit.
Yeah,
You have to say,
I can't see us even bumping into each other. In Santo Domingo is big.
was she your first girlfriend in DR? Was she your first Dominican girlfriend ever?
I didn't understand that question.
Was she your first girlfriend?
In
No,
Dominican Republic?
No, I had a girl. She lives in Spain, and
In the DR.
I'm answering that question.
Oh,
she
okay.
lived. We dated. She was in. She was in San Cristobal, and now she lives in Spain. So we dated for about 6 or 8 months, and we separated. Now she was being unfaithful, had other boyfriends and men and stuff like that. But I didn't have that with Brenda. I just saw the other side with Brenda, the jealousy and the controlling side or whatever. So Sister Patrice and Sister African Dominican, thank y'all so much for that. So going forward, what do you think I should do when it comes down to me dating any other woman?
Take it very slow.
Very slow. Right, John. This is a test that everybody should do. When you date somebody, this should be your biggest test for red flags. Whatever they ask you in the first couple of months, tell them no and see how they react. Maybe the first week or 2 or 3. Just tell them no. And if they catch a temper tantrum or they get really upset because you tell them no, then that's a big red flag.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Brian Dawson, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say also, if they don't know who you are already, just let them think you a regular smegular guy. And you don't have to tell them about because you want a woman to want you and love you for who you are,
right.
Not for what you did and what you have
right.
or what you're going to have. You know what I mean?
But
I've never been a guy to say, hey, I never been a guy and say, hey, I play baseball and hey, or I played in a couple movies and I got this and I got that. I've never been there. They would actually have to find out later on, but I'm not a person that does that at all.
But John, in defense of you, I will say this: it's hard in the DR because you could be a fucking garbage man coming to the DR because the disparity of income is just so high. So anybody you date, as much as you want to say, okay, I ain't gonna give her shit for the first 3 months, then you ain't gonna do shit. Because the bottom line is they can't. I mean, the disparity is so huge between coming from the US or anywhere.
Totally
and
different.
What they make in the DR where they make a couple of bucks a day.
Right. They don't care how much money you make because most of the time you make more money than them, just like Brother Rico was saying.
Mm-hmm. You're a fucking garbage man.
That's right. And Lorenzo, that's right. Lorenzo was saying, I knew you were close to the kids, especially Jesse. Take it. I don't know how they took it, but I took it very bad. I actually cried probably for about an hour. You know, not that same day, but like a couple days later, and it like it hit me like when I went home and I opened and the kids wasn't in the house no more. It hit me. It was like, wow. You know,
okay,
just,
John, another bit of advice. You know, if you date another Dominican woman, there's a 95 to 98% chance she gonna have kids. Okay, that's
Right.
it just is.
Right.
And because you know how easily attached to kids you get.
Right.
Try to pull back.
And I think she used, and then she used. I think she used that on me also. She used that. She used that.
Yeah. Don't. I know you. You love the kids. Like, fuck them. They're not my kids. I mean, it's kind of hard because I'm not wired that way either.
Exactly. And also,
because that the most. You break up with the girl, you don't get to keep her kids. She's gonna take her fucking kids from you. And that hurts us.
And also to add to Rico, the kids also get hurt because they get attached to you. So really like take time to really get to know the person so that the kids don't get hurt. Because I know those kids are probably hurt too. I'm sure they loved it too. So the kids that innocent, they suffer. Right.
I saw
that sucks right there.
That day when we were arguing and the police came and I was trying to touch the girls and touch her son and kind of shake his hand and let him know and give him a hug and let them know it was going to be all right.
They probably wanted to go with you.
Yeah, but she was kind of like, no, don't talk to him. Don't talk to him. Right. Don't talk to him. And so they were kind of confused, like, dang, I can't.
They know what they was losing if she didn't.
Right.
They knew what they was about to lose. They knew what they didn't have before you came into their life. Those kids ain't fucking stupid, and those kids aren't that damaged yet. So they're probably thinking kids will grow up like, mom done fucked up a
Right.
They're self-aware. They can tell.
Look at this, Queen. I get a lot of these. John, I am in Memphis. I can fly to Louisiana and buy you lunch if you like. I would love to meet you while I'm in the United States. Okay, I might up on that Queen status. You have always been on the channel always. So hey, I might take you up on that. Yeah, just send me a message on WhatsApp. We'll talk. I'm always interested in having, and I like good people in my life, you know. So Ali, okay. I wish Coach could finish the sentence. You're probably talking about Rico, Ali. So
you can finish whatever you want, and if he got a question, he can hit the link. I'm tired of the fucking crybabies in the chat. The link is in the chat. Get it.
Okay,
bro, Rico, let him finish the sentences though. Okay, let him finish.
He can. He'll finish it.
Kevin, I have visited Santo Domingo. It is a dark-skinned city. Reminds me of Atlanta or New Orleans. Yeah, it does. It does. That's what I really like about Dominican Republic. It's a lot of dark skin. It's a lot of different colors, but it's a lot of. You go to Puerto Rico and you don't see that many dark people, but in the Dominican Republic, you see a lot of dark skinned people.
Santo Domingo. Domingo.
Especially Santo Domingo. Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna.
You know, there's an issue with that, right? A lot of Dominicans in America, they'll tell you that those are Haitians, not Dominicans.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. Now I hear a lot of times, I'm kind of jumping subjects a little bit. A lot of Dominicans tell me that Haitian women and men get fake IDs. Have you ever heard of that before, African Dominican?
Yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard of that. Yeah, on my channel, we go back and forth a lot with like Dominicans, especially those in America, the YouTube Dominicans. You know, they don't really believe in dark-skinned Dominicans. So they think everybody who's dark-skinned with a little bit of African features, you're definitely Haitian, not Dominican. So it's like a back and forth thing. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yes. Mitchie says his question was, Brenda flirting with other in front of you. You know what? I have never really. Brenda used smiles a lot, you know, with guys and girls. So I mean, I'm just a person. I don't pay attention if she's trying to talk to another. I don't know. I'm just not like that. I'm not an insecure man. So if she's talking and she wants to dance or talk to another guy, I'm like Rico. If you want to talk to somebody, she can talk to somebody. I'm not a jealous person. Or she'll smile and in front of men, and I never really had a problem with that. So I don't pay attention to that. Maybe I should. I don't know. But if you cheating on something, it'll eventually come out eventually anyway. So that's what I see. So I want to talk to Miss Sharonda. Miss Sharonda, have you got offended at all with your husband being Dominican with some of the words that's coming out of the chat and what African said?
No, I think my husband is more Americanized. He don't. He been here since he was 13. You can't tell his dialect, his accent is still strong, but he's Americanized. He's been around Black people for a very long time, and I think he just adapt.
Yeah.
So,
and that's a good point, because a lot of American Dominicans, they're not the same as Dominicans in Dominican Republic. Even when the American Dominicans from here go to DR, they're considered foreigners. They go through the same stuff Americans from here go through. So to that's what Sharonda said. They're really Americanized. They're more American than Dominican. So they don't really have the same. Like, I don't look at them the same.
Yeah, my husband was My husband was born in the Dominican Republic, but he came here. I think he was 12 or 13, and half of his life was here. More than half of his life was here. So he just went with the flow of everything.
Right.
Actually, when he go to Dominican Republic, he's like one of those. Don't give him no money. Don't get him no money. He's one of them. When they start calling the taxer, they calling taxer for money. Oh yeah.
When Quan 1993, he's on the on our channel. John, be honest. You miss that good. LOL.
I'll just say this. It's another woman that John's gonna meet that's gonna have that good. Okay.
And I was gonna say that if the good was so good, he wouldn't live over jealousy. He would stick you through.
But that's the least of John's issues over there.
That's right.
It's the good, because literally, like you said, he got to beat him off with a stick. It's not a shortage in good. For any man, and that's why I tell guys, look, don't even think much of yourself when you go over there. You could be 400 pounds. You could be. I'm telling you, there will be no shortage of attention.
You can look like the elephant. You can look like the elephant man. You're gonna
be beating him up with a stick.
But I will say this, though, John, if you really did love or care deeply for Brenda, give yourself time, to go through that, because you don't want to get involved with women on the rebound and you end up hurting the woman because your feelings are not in it. And that wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't be fair to that woman. So definitely give yourself time.
And I think my channel is really I'm gonna start doing live streams more, maybe like twice a week. But we're gonna talk about stuff like that all the time and just open up. Could it be karma? I was such a dog, and I'm just being honest. I asked God for forgiveness. I was such a dog when I was playing with the Yankees, and I was treating women bad, and good women that wanted to marry me I forgive myself, but I was, could it be karma? Could it be karma? Like, hey, look, you can't find another good woman because you treated a woman when you was 19, 20, 24 years old. You treated them like, go ahead, brother.
If it was karma, she would have dumped you.
Oh,
you dumped her.
Right.
That's called sound.
But I also understand John's point. Like, it's karma because he cannot find a good, mentally healthy woman to match him, because he's a good guy and he wants an equally good woman.
But and if he gives himself time, he will. I disagree with that too. I believe that in time he will, but he has to learn a lesson from this relationship and say, what I'm not going to do, what I'm not going to accept, that I accepted in this relationship, The signs I need
Right.
to look at, the red flags I need to not ignore anymore in order to have a healthy relationship with a woman that is the best pick for me.
But what I
And you gotta vet them. You gotta vet them better
what I
because
disagree with is this, John. I think
you vetted Brenda, but you saw the red flags and ignored. So now
Right.
you vet the next
Exactly.
woman, and if you see the good signs in her, then go with the flow. That's the thing. Go
Right.
with the flow. But if you see
Right.
the red flags in the woman, don't walk, run. Don't walk,
Exactly.
run.
Don't make excuses.
I
Run.
did,
Yeah.
I did take a long time, and I was trying to make it work, and I wanted it to work. I really wanted it to work.
No, but African Dominican and John and even Patrice. One thing I will say that the problem is, John, is I think what you have to get through your head is you can't date in the DR like you would date at home. You know the circumstances are different, so you have to date differently.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what the socioeconomic. You know you can't. I think you were
Yeah.
looking at
Don't lead with your
date
wallet.
someone there the same
Yeah.
as you would date a woman back home, and you
Right.
can't. Everything is different. If you date, you're gonna have to date differently there, or
But
date an expat.
I don't think
Meaning that when you look at them, it's like, you're like, okay, well, how do I vet this person? It's harder to vet there because everybody wants something from you. You see what I'm saying? Back home, don't nobody, every woman don't want nothing from your ass. You know what I'm saying? So you comfortable back home because maybe she do like me because I ain't got no more money than she do. Matter of fact, she got more money than me.
Right.
But over there, that's never going to be the case.
Right.
It's never going to be the case. So you have to date like, look,
right.
You have to date almost like, okay, I'm a baller. And when these ballers are in the street back here, they know all them chicks want them for money. Mm-hmm. Now, it might be a real one that come through, but they really have to vet differently. Because it's just like the ballers who get dogged out by the IG models every day here. Because they thinking that they dating somebody on their level. It's like, nope, she about to play your ass.
Right.
And also maybe, John, also like Rick was saying, because of socioeconomic status, and you cannot hide the fact that you might have money because you're American. They think all Americans have money. So maybe you need to like date somebody more on your level, close to your level. Like, they have a job, they're not so broke. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to have somebody love you for who you are, because once they see you, they see the wallet and the money and the material stuff. They're not going to really like see you anymore.
Somebody who don't have a 10 rule, who actually live in an apartment,
be
and got
a doctor or a lawyer or work it or have a nice job or have her own business or something.
Got her own car.
Yeah,
things like that. They're on a different status.
Right. That makes a lot of sense.
I'm not saying you can't do, the one down. It's just you really have to vet the shit out of them because you look like an opportunity to come up.
Right. And they don't need to have a lot of money. Just even have a job. They pay their own bills, And and I know you're a nice guy, but a woman with 3 kids as well, that she's looking for someone to help her out. I mean, maybe 2 or 1. Just be careful, it's complicated in there. Like Rick is saying, you you have to live with something. You have to live with your heart or something else, not your material stuff. Because they're gonna see that, and they'll never ever see your heart, no matter what you do.
You're right. But I'm not a looks at kids. I don't care about the kids. She can have 0 kids, or she can have 3 kids or 2 kids. So that's not a turnoff for me. But I think maybe I really need to look into that more and just kind of observe more.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if she has kids and she has no job, you're gonna be looked at as like the savior. But if she has kids and she has her own job, she can take care of her own kids without your help, then that's different.
Moni David said he has a great question. How did Brenda's mother and dad like you? Brenda's mom wanted Brenda to shut up all the time. And she would say, whatever John tell you to do, you just do it. That's what type of person Brenda's mom was. And Brenda would be like,
Brenda's mom obviously knew the type of daughter she had and say, okay, don't mess this up.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yes, was like, don't mess our money up. Don't mess our money up.
That's right. Our money.
because
That's it,
because
y'all.
That's right.
Brenda's
Her mother
mom,
probably kicking her ass right now.
right?
Mhm.
Brenda's mom lived in a very, very poor house. They had she had a dirt floor, and and they had, like Rico was saying, they had outside kitchen and outside like bathroom or outhouse. And then so Brenda's mom moved into Brenda's old house. It wasn't super nice, but it was a step up from a dirt floor and an outhouse. She had, it wasn't any running water or whatever, but at least she had a concrete floor and two bedrooms and one bathroom and a small kitchen. But so I think they end up moving all in that one house. So it's 5 or 6 people in that 2-bedroom, 1 bath. And I do not hate her. I do not wish. I'm not a person that's an evil person. I don't wish her I don't wish her any bad, because that's just not in my spirit. I'm not like that. But I had to make the right decision for myself and my future and for my peace. I have that on my hand. I have peace, be still. And that goes for everybody. You do not have to put up with being what's the word? What's the word, Cheryl? Bullied and having and being sad or depressed or trying to figure out why is this person mad at you because you didn't do anything wrong. So across everybody that's listening, you do not have to go through certain things. You make a plan, and the great thing is I have my own house. That's great. When you have your own place, you can kind of do what you want to do.
And a mature woman realizes that the main thing she needs to be for her man is his peace, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like she needs to be that serenity, that peace of mind when he comes home, then had a stressful day, whether it be at work or a business meeting or running his business. If she's that woman that is going to be that support system, that nourisher to the children, and that loving woman to provide his needs,
Right.
sexually as well. So that's an all-around job that is the automatic responsibility of a woman. If you have the right woman, you should not have to ask for that. That should be a given, because the expectation with you would be to be the provider, the protector, of the house and of the family, and the leader, the pillar in the community type of guy. That should be an automatic given. And if you're playing your role and she's playing her role, then you're the right combination, of you have what you want and what you're looking for, and vice versa. But you both have to want the same thing, and like that. You have to be on the same accord when it comes to that. That is so important, because sometimes you meet people in life and what you want is not what they want, and vice versa. And trust me, that ain't gonna work either. No matter how you try to fit a circle in a square, it does not work.
Yeah, that's true.
So are you saying, Sister Patrice, that karma got my ass back? Is that what you're trying to undercover say? That's what you're trying to say?
No, not at all. I'm just trying to say that it is obvious that Brenda was not the woman for you.
Okay. Right. And also, John, I think
we also have had to come to that conclusion, right? In a relationship, when you could love someone, but it doesn't mean that they're the right person for you.
Exactly. And also, John, I don't know, maybe I know you asked for advice, so maybe like after this live, don't believe karma is getting you. Manifest what you want. Think, like, change your train of thought. It's not karma is not getting you anymore. You need to break that cycle, starting with your mindset. So like stop, like maybe like not think karma is getting you. Maybe like just manifest what you deserve and think, like, meditate on that. You deserve a good woman. You're a good girl with a good heart. Whatever happened in the past, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has somebody in the past, but that's not gonna carry you all your life.
Let me focus. You're absolutely right, sis. Let me focus on the comments. Let me answer about 5 or 6 questions.
But the reality, John, with all the stuff you got going on right now, it probably wasn't even a time for you to be in a relationship.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got
I
a
had
lot of shit going on right now.
yeah, a lot of especially
And
with
a
my
relationship will just
documentary and
mess
all
up
of
your business. So take care of your business, and you'll
guys.
have
And don't
plenty of time
forget,
to play later.
yeah, the documentary is coming out soon. It's called Prime Time for the Truth. It's coming out about what everything that I went through, how I became disabled, and the whole nine. So I hope you guys enjoy. You guys, it's coming soon. It's coming soon. And go to the YouTube channel called Prime Time for the Truth, and you'll see kind of like snippets of what the whole documentary is going to be about. So, Prime Time for the Truth, the YouTube channel. Yes, I was the one that was assaulted by Deion Sanders' son, and that's why I am disabled and everything. So here's another question. Quan, 1993, was Brenda the only child? Brenda was not the only child. We did a couple videos with her sister. Her sister is the dark-skinned girl, real slim. She was real nice to me also. She was also like her mom, like whatever John tell you to do, you need to just shut up and do it. But I'm not a person like that. But I could see them talking on the side, like, and then a lot of times Brenda's mom and Brenda's sister, I would say, hey, get me a Presidente or a beer, and Brenda would be like, no, not right now. I get it for you later. They would grab the money out of my hand and they would run across the street to the store and go get my beer or whatever, or my candy bar I want. And I'm like, and then Brenda would get into a heated argument with mom and the sister, like, don't be doing whatever John tell you to do. Don't do it. He can wait. You can see that. So,
John, you see this super chat?
go ahead. Oh,
no, I'm saying, do you see the super chat?
Wow.
I think somebody's saying Darlene's in here under the name Masao Astachio.
Look, Queen Status, thank you so much for the 1999 donation, John. The chat is saying Darlene is trying to talk to you as Michuel Ashoko or something. But Darlene hadn't texted me.
It's a comment up here earlier from that name saying about the mother's furniture. If you go up, go up, you'll see that name in the chat.
Okay. What am I looking? Okay, Queen Status?
No, look for Maciel Astachio in the chat.
Oh, okay.
That's
yeah,
Darlene.
My mom, she wanted to let you know that the guys, she had a furniture before we met Coach John.
So that's supposed to be Darlene.
Yeah, that must be Darlene using somebody's phone. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, me and Darlene and Darlene's mom, we have a great relationship. Brenda just thought that me and Darlene's mom was having some type of relationship. And one thing I have learned, whenever you're doing business, because Darlene is like business at the same time, I was trying to help them out. You never mix business and pleasure together. So we never had any type of relationship where
Oh, he froze. Does anybody know if John met Darlene's mom before he met Brenda? Who did he meet first?
That's what
Darlene's mother. Darlene's mother.
Yeah.
Oh, so he met Darlene's mother first.
Yes.
Because they live in the same Cristobal, right?
They lived in the same neighborhood. They lived, in the same neighborhood, right across the street from each other.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. But Darlene's mom is really pretty. I don't know. John has to be really strong. I mean, business pleasure, whatever. She's pretty. I don't know. John is strong.
But is she married? She may have a boyfriend.
No, she's single. She came on one of the lives. She's very simple. She's looking for a man. John loves her kids. She's pretty. John chose Brenda over her. I don't get that.
Well, John is into, like he was saying, dark-skinned girls or dark-skinned ladies.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot. Yeah, he likes those dark-skinned women.
Darlene's mom more of a younger sister.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which that's admirable.
And actually, from with Brenda, sometimes I thought maybe Brenda thought John was, since he was new to the area, she wanted to protect them. Don't go outside with them. Don't do this. Don't do that. She'd like to protect her.
I think she was just being selfish, but she wanted him to herself She was just doing that controlling narcissistic thing because she wants him to herself. I don't think she was really doing it for his good, more like for her good, looking out for herself.
I think so too. I do think it comes from a lot of the trauma of never feeling like you deserve that. She got something, and she
Exactly
the best she ever had, probably in her whole life.
American, Yankees, all that money.
Yeah.
She hit the jackpot.
Even if I get that, I feel the same way, but I was.
Yeah, but John, you know, compared to what they got, they're living on $200 a month. Yes, you do got a whole lot of money. Not to us, but to them, you do. And she never probably ever had a boyfriend who was of your financial stature. Like I said, you could be the fucking garbage man. You're doing great over there. So she probably never had that. Never thought she could. That certain trauma that we talk about, you know, dark skin women there, and she just totally.
How you doing?
She just did.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Look.
Yeah.
Delani?
Hey, Delani.
That's my soul.
Yeah, that's Delani. Yeah.
Hey, Delani.
Who sent that donation? Who sent that donation?
Queen Status sent the donation.
But I'm talking about the
$19.99.
Okay, I guess it was. But so who are you? Are you on the live right now, Darlene?
Yes, I am.
Under what?
Under Marseille.
Okay, gotcha. Yes, she is.
That's her right there.
That's her.
On the screen.
Yeah, who says my mom just wanted to let you guys know.
Yeah.
Hey,
you know what's so
doing?
interesting?
My mom is doing great.
Tell everybody on the live hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, everybody wants you to start teaching people how to speak Spanish. So we're gonna start doing lives real soon. So I'm gonna call y'all back, okay? All right. Love y'all. Tell your mom I said hello.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
What I found interesting is Darlene on one of the lives when you told us that you and Brenda broke up, Darlene was like, "Thank God, it's for the best."
She was. Darlene used to say, she's crazy. She's crazy. So let me get back to the questions. I don't think I missed any. You guys, do y'all see any questions that I missed? Because I really want to get to my people.
Another question that came is like, would you consider moving to a different location far away from Brenda?
Well, I'm already far away from Brenda because San Cristobal and Santo Domingo is one island. So we're not like we're neighbors or anything like that. So she moved back to Santo Domingo. I still have my place in San Cristobal. So that's not a factor. That's not any issue.
Oh, so she moved from Santo Domingo to live with you.
That's right.
And you guys only live together for under a year. Because if you guys live together for 2 years, it would be considered marriage and she'll take all your stuff. So it was under.
Well, the police was saying that, hey, she can take me to court and we can divide everything and all of that stuff. Bounced up and took the TV and the couch and the microwave and but say, hey, all right, bye. So that tells me right there that how immature you was, just like Sister Patrice and everything was saying. That's fine because we as Americans we buy TV couches and new sofas. It ain't nothing. Yeah.
So maybe she might still take you to court though, because if you guys live together for a while, if she really wants to be spiteful, she might still take you to court for half of what you owe or what you own, because if you live together for a while, you are kind of like considered married, even if you're not really married. And then it's like
a common law marriage.
Wow. But does that apply if you're not Dominican? I know I've heard of it because they said like a lot of Dominicans do that.
It applies because a lot of Americans have been got like that. They live together for like a few months with a Dominican, and the Dominicans know this. And then once you try to move out, they take half of your crap and they can take you to court, and half of your money, whatever you own, half is theirs.
Wow.
Oh, hell no.
Haitian Gunman just donated $4.99. Thank you so much.
I know
Support
they
the
say
channel.
they
Money
do that,
Talks
but I thought that was
Rico.
just a Dominican on Dominican thing. I didn't
Well,
think
No,
how
that.
it
long,
happens with Americans. I know a lot of Americans who that happen to. It's like that's why you cannot. People don't know this, but if you live with the Dominican Republic for a certain amount of time, you
Mhm.
consider married, and then they have their.
John, how long were
Yeah.
you and Brenda together?
We was
How
together
did
for
you live together? Like live together?
live together. We lived together for about 8 months, 8 or 9 months.
So you need to be careful because I need to look at that. But
Oh,
some people say 6 months, six months to or 2 years maybe. It depends. But she can take you to court for half of what you owe or you
Yeah.
mm,
own what you own because legally you're kind of like married.
Like I own, like
oh
when you
my
say
God.
own, like I only own the things that was in the house.
Well, yeah, just like whatever you have in the house or whatever, like she can prove that she also contributed or is hers.
Maybe that's why she took half.
That's right. See?
It
Maybe so.
She
might
already
be
knew what
right.
she was
And she
entitled
might come
to.
back for more. And she might come back for more.
She said,
And
"That's
when
my
you when you
shit."
when you go to a Dominican court, they always pick Dominicans as the winner. So you don't have a chance. You have to get a really,
Yeah.
really good lawyer. Because even
Right.
your
I don't.
million, if you get that millions of money from that you get it from that book deal or from that court, just be careful. Just be
Well,
careful.
John,
Appreciate it.
Really.
just look up the laws there and see
I will.
exactly what it is
I
before you
can't
move.
Right.
see
Just
her
look up the law.
taking me to court, but yeah, that's fine. Mr. Wolf says I think he needs to go radio and cut ties with family. Yeah, a lot of drama to follow. Yeah, so I don't have any type of ties with the family at all. Yeah, so
When you go back, just find you a good fucking Dominican lawyer and just put him on retainer,
oh yeah, that's
just
fine.
in case.
I will. I will.
You know, for
Yeah.
anything,
Good advice.
traffic,
Exactly. That's
anything.
true.
For
Yeah.
anything.
Just find one
Mhm.
and say, "Hey, you a retainer. If I ever need your ass, I'll
Yeah.
call you."
And then make sure if she comes
So
back
listen,
pregnant in a few months, if she comes up pregnant, make sure you get that paternity test. Make sure that's not your baby.
that's my
Because
cousin.
they
My
would do
cousin was
that
saying the
too.
same.
Oh, definitely,
That's for sure. So Haitian
definitely get a
gunman,
paternity.
guys, Haitian gunman donated. Y'all support the channel. I really appreciate it, but he's not asking any questions. So do you all
I
see
think
him?
he was trying to come on.
Tell him I got all his questions for him since he loved me so much.
We're gonna we're gonna go on for 5 more minutes, and then we're gonna do another live probably in the next couple days. I'm gonna do a part 2 of this because they're really loving it, and I appreciate all of you all. Quan
And the
1990.
next live, Haitian gunmen and walk on, gotta hit the link. I'm tired of
That's
them.
right.
They're restricted out the chat. They gotta hit the panel. There you go. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, right. Quan 19, he wanted all the stuff you love. I don't know what Quan's talking about. But
The
Mr. Wolf,
TV and your couch.
Mm-hmm.
The
The
stuff
stuff you
they like
enjoy.
the most
Mm-hmm.
to try to hurt you. But like you said, she don't know we buy TV like we buy pants.
Mm-hmm. I think he froze.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe when John gets back before he logs off, he should tell us maybe what he would do different, and also like maybe give any advice to anybody who's watching and is considering dating in Dominican Republic. I know we already gave advice, but from his personal experience, maybe that also help other people.
I
Maybe
had
in
it.
like retrospect.
Mm-hmm.
John?
Okay, ask me that. I went out for a second. Ask me the question one more time.
Now, I just want to say that before you log off, maybe just in conclusion, maybe you can tell us and the audience, and anybody who might watch this later, just what you would do differently, what you personally learned, and what you're going to do different moving forward, just to give somebody advice who might, end up in your shoes or who may be considering dating in DR. Maybe kind of just summarize it from your personal perspective and what you learn from the life and from your own experience, and just give advice on what you do differently to help somebody now go through the same thing you went through.
Right. That's a great point. I'm gonna bring that up, sister. But EJ says, "Wow, I don't need to come to live there. I have a lot of things." I don't even think it has to do. Now you do hear about those horror stories where people, she stole all of my stuff when I came back, and she robbed me, and she money and my credit cards and all of that stuff. But I think if you just use your common sense, and a lot of people, a friend of mine told me he has a safe. Get a safe and lock
Yeah.
all your personal stuff in a safe,
Mhm.
and
The
and
same
then
things
you
you do in the hotels. Yeah.
that's right, that's right.
Mhm.
Or put it in your friend's house in a safe or something like that. But I don't
But
think you
hell,
have to.
but I hear it's even worse in other countries. So I mean,
Yeah,
I do. It's bad there, but like they say in Colombia and Brazil, they really clean your ass out.
right.
Yeah,
But
I hear that too.
yeah,
Yeah.
this was really not, in my opinion. It was tough. My cousin helped me out with a lot of things, but it wasn't like I was like robbed
Nah.
and it wasn't like where people just went and they set me up, or it wasn't a setup or nothing like that. It was just the way she handled stuff was just very bad. It was just
But
bad.
you went through
Yeah,
what dudes go through here in America. When the chick break
right.
up, he come home and half his shit gone.
Yeah.
I'm serious. That shit go
and,
on
and, and,
here.
Yeah.
and your clothes cut up and tore up
Yeah, that
and
shit
Yeah,
go on here.
and your
So,
tire
Or
slash.
so. Mhm.
that's right.
She did
Just,
minimal compared to what have been done here.
yeah,
Trust
she
me.
did.
right. But then she's
Honestly.
probably not done. She's probably not done. So let's not celebrate too fast.
Oh.
Don't put that in the atmosphere
No,
halfway.
you still got them bars, right? You still got them bars on the window and door, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, yeah. Ali says, really that short? In America, it's 7 years living together. So I haven't. What common law was
Yeah,
7 years?
it's common law, but it varies by state. So I don't think it's 7 years
I thought it
everywhere.
was 10.
It's state by state.
Okay.
It's not an American thing. Some states don't have common law.
Yeah,
Every
New York. New York don't have it.
every
Right.
state doesn't have it, but some states do, and then it
Yeah,
varies.
I
So
know.
I don't know.
I know Illinois is 7 years common
Yeah.
law in Illinois. So, yeah, but it varies. And then yes, Rico's right. Some states don't have it, but that's
Yeah.
information that John,
Maryland doesn't have it either. Maryland doesn't have it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, you could
DJ
Google
says,
what
I
it
think
is.
Connecticut.
yes.
You
DJ
could
says,
Google
yes. Give
domestic.
advice. I was coming there to check out the Dominican Republic. I'm semi-retired. So yeah, it's we're not telling you guys don't come and check it out. It's not to scare you. This subject and what's going on in my life was not to scare you. It was just what I went through and experienced, and I'm I'm moving on to the next chapter of my life.
Yeah, I wouldn't even tell people not to even date. I would just tell people to date with tempered expectations. That's all.
Right.
Just
And
don't
take your
expect
time.
anything wildly serious. But
Hmm.
Right.
that's all.
Josh says, did you warn Brenda, if you keep on this jealousy and controlling, you were going to break up with her? Yes, I did warn her. I even told Miss Sharonda that. I said, hey, I gave her some warning signs. I told her, I like, hey, listen, I can't keep living like this. And I told her that about 2 or 3 months before I made the decision. So yes, that was not like, it just didn't happen. I let her know that, hey, gonna have to give, and she just did not understand. And she's a narcissist, like just like you said, sister, African Dominican. Sarah Dunn says, do you think Brenda was in love with you? That's the same thing that Brother Rico said, and a lot of other people said. I believe that she was in love with me. It's just certain people just show their love differently, and I really do believe that she was in love with me. I was in love with her for sure. I know I was in love with her, but I think that Brenda was in love with me.
Sorry, brother John. Sorry to catch you up, but I was married to a narcissist, so I know how narcissists are. Narcissists, they don't ever love anybody. I mean,
They don't
yeah,
know
they
how
love
to
their
love. It's
they, they-
control. It's
yeah,
a
they
different.
love in their own way, but it's not love. They'll never love anybody because they cannot feel. They don't have feelings. They lack empathy. So they just like how you make them feel, but they don't really care about you. They don't love you. Then they're in love with you.
I agree with that 100%. It is it's control. It's not love. That's a difference. And then there's love that is not healthy love, right?
Right. Exactly.
It is love that is toxic and full of drama.
Hmm.
And it seemed like you had a little bit of that as well. And that's because you wasn't allowing her to control you.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Or
that's not love.
Or
That's
what
not
she
love.
probably did, John,
Right.
she probably loved what you could do. They
Or
can
what you can
really,
do for her.
a woman can really love you for what you can do. Always want to be around you for what you can do.
Right. So it was conditional love. It was based on conditions.
And I like that word, conditional love. Yeah, it was conditional love, and I
Well,
can see that. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but this is the thing. Let's be real. All love is conditional. So let's be real. Everybody got limits to things that they will and will not accept, or will and will not
That's
do in a
true.
relationship. Everybody has breaking points. Everybody has, look, my whatever you call it, where you cross the line and I can't deal with that type of thing. So to me, love is conditional. For when people say, oh, I want unconditional love, I don't know what that is, because I have limits, I have expectations, I have different things that I'm not going to accept in a relationship, as well as things I will accept. So to me, love is conditional. In my humble opinion, but that was not love. Anytime you have to control someone, anytime you try to tell someone where to go, who to be with, who not to be with, no, don't do this, don't do that. That's control. That is not love. That's it's a difference. It's a
Yeah,
difference.
I'm gonna thank you so much, Sister Patrice. I'm gonna do another live. I'm gonna kind of cut everything down tomorrow to just me, and I might bring one person at a time. But I really appreciate all of you all, everyone, Brother Rico. Brother Rico, every time you on, you bring me money. You bring me extra money. People don't know.
You're gonna
People,
get it one way or the other. They're
people
gonna
say
love you, they're gonna hate you, but they're gonna
people
pay.
say I can't stand Brother Rico, but here go $19. I can't stand Brother Rico, but here go $5. And
I had that way about it, right?
He has that type of effect on people
I
everywhere
said
he
you gonna
goes.
love me,
Unfortunately.
you gonna hate me, but you gonna pay.
and you need that balance. I think next time we're gonna slow it down and let everybody kind of have their own talking time.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
but I'm really learning. Go ahead. Mhm.
sorry, John, I don't mean to catch you, but I just want to make something clear in the chat. Um, I did not, so nobody said just because you control, you're a narcissist. Controlling does not mean you're a narcissist. I know some people who are just controlling because that's just their nature, but they're not narcissists. But narcissists, you have to have other underlying factors also that match up with your control. So we know that just because you control doesn't mean you're a narcissist. You have to have other things along with that. And Brenda has other things along with controlling. So I just want to make that clear to everybody in the chat.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a great point. Do you think? Okay, we have two more questions, Mr. Wolf. Dominican Republic is a nice country. Just take your time next time and don't jump into anything serious. And that's a great point, but it seemed like I was rushing. I was not rushing. I moved to the Dominican Republic. I wasn't looking for a woman. I was happy. I was going to the beach. I was going with Melvin to El Piloto tour. We was taking tours, and I just ran in. I wasn't like, oh, I gotta find a woman. Is this the right one? Is this the right one? I wasn't trying to find a woman. So you said take your time next time, but it doesn't seem, and maybe you guys might disagree with me, but it doesn't seem like I was rushing into a relationship.
So,
So
John,
No, I don't think you was, but now that you're out of this one, I think you should take your time to heal. Because when you meet someone and want to pursue them, it is what it is. It doesn't matter, as far as timing when that happens, right?
right.
But it's now that you're out of that relationship, give yourself time to heal from this, so that you can move on and be good for the next woman. Because you don't want to
exactly.
be
Right.
on the rebound, because you would end up
Mhm.
hurting a woman. You know what I
Right.
mean? And
Oh,
then
that's
that's not cool, right?
Oh yeah, it's not cool. It doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm not happy that we broke up. I'm just I'm content with what happened, and I'm on. But I don't, like I said, I don't hate Brenda or anything like that. Haitian Gunman, he is awesome. He donated another $5. He has donated 4 times today. He said, "Y'all support the channel. I appreciate it." Other people, they do donate. I think I got a couple of other donations, but God bless you, brother. Thank you so much. I know it's for certain people, but if you guys can donate $1, $2, $5, that'll be great for the channel. And like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of things with Darlene. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a part 2, and I will be on at 7 o'clock tomorrow. If you guys want to come on tomorrow, I'm going to bring people on individually, one at a time, but I'm going to kind of take the floor and take the stage tomorrow. And then we're going to do some closing. I have one more question I need to answer, and everybody's going to give their closing statements, and then we'll wrap it up and we'll be finished. Okay. Thanks, John. Your panel, looking towards the next one. So tomorrow, we'll be going on tomorrow at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Mr. Wolf, time in DR for me is at least a year dating before jumping into something serious. So do you all agree with that real quick? Anybody have some one year before you start seriously dating someone? Is that Cousin Cheryl? What about that? He says you shouldn't get real serious with someone until you date them for 1 year. No, that's not my cousin.
I think it depends, right? It depends on you and where your heart is and how long it takes you to heal before you're able to move on, right? Everybody's different, you know. A year, I think that's a good amount of length of time, but that don't mean it's a good amount of length of time for you. It may be later and maybe sooner. So people have to do what's good for them.
That's true. That's what my cousin said. Tammy,
sometimes people say that you don't really move on until you get under somebody else, but I do agree with Sister Patrice. Definitely, therapy, heal, make sure you're good before you move on to the next person. But sometimes it depends. Some people can really help you move on faster. You know, if they are good people, and yeah, everybody's different.
Yeah, Tammy Star says maybe Brenda just put her past into the relationship and not emotionally mature from the sound of the behavior. Emotionally immature women do these types of type of mess all the time. That's what she said. Yeah. So she's saying that she's not a narcissist. She's just saying that she was just wasn't mature enough, and she brought
she's
her
a
past.
narcissist.
Oh, she's a
narcissist. And I will say this. Sometimes it doesn't matter the age, because older women act a fool too.
What? They have
exactly.
Yes, I know some older women that have act a fool. The same way do this. Listen, hell have no theory like a woman scorn, and it don't matter the age.
That's right.
Yeah, Coach, why did Brenda always have a ring on her finger? That was just a ring that she had, but it wasn't a real ring. It was like a silver ring that she always wore. And I why she wore that ring, but she never really told me.
Was it your idea? Was it your idea to get married, or her idea? Whose idea was it to get married?
It was my idea. That was my idea. She wasn't. Now she was pushing it, and she wanted to make it go faster. And she was really helping me get that paperwork in order, and for my last divorce and all of that stuff. And she still has my paperwork for my divorce. I don't know why she kept that, but she kept it.
Oh man, that's another part 2. We need a part 2.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're gonna have a part 2 tomorrow. Whoever wants to come on, closing arguments, Brother Rico. And then after you finish, Brother Rico, I'm gonna hang you up, and then we're gonna go to the next person.
No, I don't have any closing argument, and I will not be on tomorrow. So Haitian, you and Walk On should enjoy tomorrow, because I will not be. I'll be at the football game tomorrow, getting turned up.
Hey, brother, tell everybody about your. Just tell them about your link to subscribe to y'all channel.
Oh yeah, you can always find me. Come see me, Haitian Gunman. I'm on a channel, me and OG Patrice, generally with this other gentleman, Brother Clarence, and it's called Let's Talk the Better Black Life. We talk about all sorts of things. It's not Dominican related, but we just talk about all different types of subjects. It's an older group, myself, Sister Patrice, Brother Clarence, and we kind of run the channel, but we get a bit rambunctious over there. We open up the chat. John know we're pretty lively. Just come over there, check it out. If you think you will like it and enjoy it, stick around. Tell us what we're doing right. Tell us what we're doing wrong. Just tell me to shut the fuck up. That's the place to do it. Trust me. Patrice and brother Clarence, they tell me that all the time.
Yes,
So
we do it all the time. We do it all
all
the
the
time.
time. But we have a lot of fun with family. We love each other. So that's about it. And I'll
Man,
drop.
love you,
I
brother.
just wanted to ask you one thing, John. When are you back on the island?
I'm gonna be back on the live tomorrow.
No, the island. The island.
Oh, the island. I'm
DR.
sorry. I'll be back in 2 months. We got to get this
So-
documentary.
No, I don't want to know. I'm just saying. So you're talking December? What is that?
Probably December, January, and if
Okay. So you
yeah,
won't be back till before December?
right, and if my agent needs me to stay for a couple more months or
Okay.
another
Yeah,
month,
I was just wondering because I was trying to catch you over there. You know when you
But,
were over there. So that
I'm
was
gonna
why I
have
was-
I'm still gonna have Darlene on, and I'm gonna have Manuel on also.
No, I'm saying I just wanted to catch you on the island.
Oh, we definitely gonna
Right.
hook up.
But we got to know when we're there at the same time. That's why I was asking.
Oh yeah,
So
and then
maybe
you know I'm gonna be
December. If
there.
not, then I'll be over there every month. Since
When I get there, I'm gonna be there for a year, so I'll be there. I'll be there.
okay, I'll look you up then.
God bless you, brother. You take care. I'm gonna jump over to Miss Sharonda.
Yes, sir.
All
All
right.
right, brother. We come later.
All right. See you.
Go ahead, Miss Sharonda.
Same thing. No, nothing to say. No closing questions or answers. But
You gotta
wait a
have,
minute.
you gotta have
I am
something. Go ahead.
curious. I am curious. African Dominican. Are you in Dominican Republic or do you live there?
Well, I do have property over there, and my ex-husband is Dominican, and I have Dominican kids. So Dominican is my second home. I go there a lot, and I'm trying to move there permanently. Maybe be a half expat between USA and Dominican Republic. But right now, I live in the Washington D.C. area.
Okay. Alrighty. And the same for you, Miss Patrice.
Yeah.
Are you
I
overseas or are you in the U.S.?
no, I'm in the U.S. I actually am in the state of Arizona, but
Oh,
when I met John, I was thinking about definitely relocating, and I had Dominican, I had Costa Rica, so I'm thinking about somewhere like that, maybe for a second home for I'm getting close to retirement. So John
okay.
saw that in me with some of the questions I would ask him when he came on the channel. So so
Okay.
yeah, I'm still trying to decide, and I think I will sometime next year take a trip to the Dominican for sure. So
Okay.
You love it. You love it.
I'm gonna show you around, Miss Patrice. So just let me know for sure.
oh, I definitely will let you know that.
Hey, Miss
Great.
Sharonda, tell your husband that we want him on the live because we want to get his. He's a Dominican. He's a.
We'll
I really would
see
like.
about that. He's shy.
Yeah, but
He
we
heard
gonna.
he heard John in the back. I mean, he was up there in the front. He just let me just peek in, and but yeah. He's shy.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Miss, being on, and God bless you. And
Thank you.
I'm gonna reach out to you tomorrow about Brooklyn's questions because you and I are gonna go over.
Okay, no problem.
God
Okay.
bless.
All
I'll see
right,
you later.
ladies. Nice meeting y'all. See you
Nice
on the
meeting
next
you
live.
too.
Nice
Mhm.
meeting you too, Sharonda.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye bye. All right, Sister African Dominican. What is your real name again? I'm sorry.
My middle name is Valentina. So I'm not gonna say
No,
my
that's,
yeah,
that's fine.
middle
Just
name is Valentina,
Valentina.
and I I am African, probably African, and I'm from Southern Africa, Namibia, Angola, and South Africa. But I've been in the USA since 1996. So, and I know Dominicans really well, been around them since 96. So they're my peoples. And I do have a channel. My channel is called African Dominican. So if you're on YouTube, just go youtube.com/African Dominican, all one word. And I do cover Dominican issues, Dominican culture, music, dance, and also African music and dance. So go on my channel, subscribe, show some love, and yeah, all that good stuff. But John, just in closing, thank you so much again, John, for this opportunity to speak to you and the panel and the chat. I think that's really, really nice of you to share your experience. So hopefully people listening to this will learn from it and also protect themselves. And please, everybody, research narcissists to protect yourself and your peace of mind. I know I talk about this a lot. Michi, I saw your comment, but please, everybody, research personality disorders for all mental health. Okay, so some people will destroy you. They're like walking demons. Okay, so you need to protect yourself in this world against certain people. So, John, thank God for your life. Thank God for your good heart. I know from now on, I know your future is bright. You're gonna find a good woman who's gonna really, really match you and your energy. Believe it, receive it, manifest it. It's gonna happen to you. And karma is gone. You have no bad karma. Okay, you've done a lot of good in this world to have bad karma. So, thank
Thank
you, John. And yeah, thank you everybody in the chat on the panel. It was wonderful. So I'm gonna go and listen tomorrow. I'm not gonna hop on, but I'll listen tomorrow. Manuel is good. I want to listen to what he has to say. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you so
Nice
much.
meeting
And
you.
I'll talk
Mhm.
soon. Okay. God bless you. Bye bye. Okay, Sister Patrice. Let's save the best for last.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you so much for allowing me to come up on your panel. I'm so honored, and thank you for inviting me over. I really had a great time. I think this is a great conversation. Thank you for sharing, sharing your story and to continue to share, because I think that we all can learn, right, from other people's experiences, mistakes, or whatever have you when it comes to relationships. I just hope that your faithful subscribers and followers are really listening and taking heed. And if you've helped someone else, in their relationship, you never know what other people are going through. So it's great to have these conversations. So it was a wonderful panel and wonderful chat. They asked great questions. I would just say in closing that, yeah, give yourself time, and if it's meant to be, it'll be. When it happens, it'll happen, and just be ready and accepting of when that right woman do come along, and know the difference between a woman that loves you and a woman that wants to control you.
Awesome. Yeah, you gave me some great advice. Uh, I'm not sad because I'm like not sad because the relationship was broken up. I'm just sad because I was just sad because like, wow, I really wanted this to work, and I gotta eventually find another woman, and hopefully I'll get married and settle down again. That was the bummer part about it, because once you put much work, and then it's just it's really a down. You think that the right one, but you get the warning signs, like you said.
Yeah, and I think that our biggest thing is realizing and knowing that something we really wanted to work out, we failed at. So we feel like we failed at it, right? We feel like we failed at, especially
That's
when I
it.
was married, in my marriage, when I got the divorce and everything. And of course, you go in intentions to be with that person for the rest of your life. I believe that was your intentions to one day marry Brenda, make her your wife, and spend the rest of your life with her. And that didn't happen. So that's the big pill that's hard to swallow when it comes to, oh, dang, it didn't work. You feel like a failure at something. But just know that, people are in your lives for reasons, and then people are in your lives for seasons. And the ones that are in your life to stay are the ones that is meant to be. So just keep that in
Thank
mind.
you. Thank you so much. And one day I would love to hear you sing mine.
Oh, well, hopefully that'll come true really, really soon. Because when I come there, you can take me to wherever they have some live music at, and I'm gonna sing with a band. I don't care.
Just what you drink what you drink, so I can loosen you up a little bit so you can get ready to sing.
Yeah, I am. I'm a wine drinker. I don't drink anything really, really hard or anything like that. I'm
Okay.
a wine drinker. So, and every now and then I'll have a beer, but
Awesome.
yeah, I'm a wine drinker. So yeah, I really am planning to visit the Dominican sometime early part of maybe next year. So
Perfect.
that's the plan.
Just let me know, and I'll make sure me and Brother Rico make sure everything goes smooth.
Absolutely, and then that's the hope that we can get him down there, and we can all really have a
Have
really
a good time.
great time. And I'm looking forward to continually support you in that other endeavor that we talked about and had that meeting about. I'm looking
That's coming
forward to
soon.
that as well, and also, the documentary and supporting you in that as well.
God bless. Thank you so much for
You
being
too.
on the channel, and I will talk to you soon. Okay.
Okay, my brothers. Talk to you soon.
Bye bye. All right, guys. It is just me tomorrow. just me for the most part for 2 hours. I know it. The more people you have on a live, it gets kind of the commotion. It gets kind of riled up, and people talk over other people. So tomorrow, I'm really going to focus on just I bring one person on and take them off. But if you all have any more questions, as you can see, I don't mind answering the questions. I know I'm gonna get those trollers sometimes saying stupid things, but being a YouTuber, I have realized that that you're gonna get the trollers to come in, and it's just part of being a YouTuber. But I love helping people out. You guys help me out a lot tremendously. Let me say this, and then I'll get off. I went through a hard time. My cousins, my mom, my family, they were there for me, but this YouTube channel has really helped me out. Just it allowed me to speak and just open up about certain things and meet new people like Haitian gunmen and just all like the Dominican, African Dominican, and all of you all that are like my loyal subscribers and followers. I appreciate it. I like to have fun. I have not had this much fun in a long time. As you can see, go back and look at my first videos. Look at those. Look how dry I was, and look how I was talking. Like, yeah, guys, I'm thinking about doing this. And now I just have so much energy. I feel good talking. You guys give me great advice, and and I help other people out. You all help me out. It's like iron sharpening. So I want to thank you all for that. I open up. I try to be honest with you guys. And if you guys have any questions about the Dominican Republic or just life in general, uh, I don't I see channels that bash a lot of people and people talk nasty to people, but I don't see that on my channel. I lost y'all for a second, but just wrapping it up, guys. I will be on tomorrow at 7 p.m. live, and you guys questions. We're gonna leave it open. You can ask questions about. I want to get off of this my relationship thing with Brenda and all of that. So we're gonna kind of lead out of that and just talk about different things about life because I don't want to make it a bashing session about my old relationship. So, guys, thank y'all so much a part of the Dominican route. We'll try to get Darlene on. We'll do a lot of things. So God bless. Make peace be still. And if you guys have anything to tell me, feel free tomorrow. Thank y'all so much. The channel is growing. We're almost at 4,000 subscribers. Tell people about the channel. God bless. Make peace be still. And thank you so much for listening. Peace. See y'all next time.